Alright, welcome back to this T20 Division 1 final, the 2021 Division 1 final between the Cheetahs and the Lions. I do want to apologize for any technical difficulties that we have gone through. This is one of the first times in TCL history that we are running multiple streams at the same time. So we are running Division 1, Division 2, and Division 3 today. And so setting up that whole system is a complex process, much more complex than you may have thought. But the Cheetahs, may have thought this was going to be it's a much more complex chase than what they were intending to when they won the toss and elected to field, because the Lions are 99 for the loss of 1. After 10 overs, they set themselves in a great spot. Vikram Ravi Kumar 47 off of 31, but Ravi Teja has 9 runs to his name off of just 10 deliveries. The Lions have got off to a flying start and really started in that power play. They were able to take a lot of advantage. And remember this, Vikram was dropped on 22. He was dropped on 22, he was on 47. So this is going to be a big thing to watch for. Vikram goes on to score 70, 80, 100 runs even. This is a big deal for the Cheetahs. Again, they got to find a way to get something going. They've had a lot of drops. They've had a lot of lapses in the field, and it's been really devastating for them. That's been the key. They've just not been able to get themselves going. Again, we're just having a little bit of a drinks break. It's a little bit of a warmer day. I think each team is like a strategic timeout, we can call it. Because each team needs that strategic timeout. Well, more so the Cheetahs and the Lions. For the Lions, they're getting things going. They've got it all flowing. The Cheetahs, they are in a bad spot. They are really in a bad spot. They've got to come out of this next 10 overs, and they've really got to buckle down. Again, 180 is the score you can still chase. I still think with the way the Cheetahs they have a lot of batting, and it's not easy to bowl on this ground. It's a ground made for the best. So when you have the likes of Nilesh Patil, Kirk Thompson, Faraz Rafi, of course you have all these other batsmen, Varun Papuri, a lot of batting. There's a lot of guys who can come in and bat. Satya, right? Sai Krishna. They got a lot of batsmen in your attack. They can come in and hit around and play these games. For the Lions, you still have a lot of batsmen to come, likes of Stephen Edward, Neil Mohan Raju, Vijay Kohli, Aditya Matumukamala, right? Murli Krishna. You got a lot of these guys, Jalandhar Reddy, a lot of guys who can come in and score. So the Cheetahs have to get off to these next couple of overs big. I think we saw this in Division 2 PL Finals yesterday, where we saw the Spartans get down to a bad start bowling. Right, the Hunters were chasing, and they were 83 for the loss of 1 after 14. They were in a perfect spot. They were chasing just 207 runs, and it was like, man, the next 14 overs they could win the match. And the first ball, 2 balls of after the drinks break, wicket, game change, game turn. So don't think that the Cheetahs are out of it, but they need something to come through for them. They need someone to come up big, and they haven't employed a lot of spiggers. They employed Sagar Sane, so we'll see if he comes back in. The players are back on the field. Looks like Varun Papuri will come into bowl. He's got to be careful the lengths in which he bowls, but we're ready to start play in the back half of this first innings. Let's see what happens. Let's see what occurs. It's going to be Vikram on strike. Varun Papuri's got the ball on the field. It's of course going to be spread out. On this ground, you're not going to see many opportunities where you have more than 4 fielders inside once the restrictions are open. Deep backward square leg, cow corner. Now he's a deep mid-wicket, still pretty straight though, long on, long off, and a deep extra cover. So here we go, Varun Papuri coming in. The Cheetahs need a spark here, they need the life. Gotta start taking some of these catches, they've had a lot of drops. Right away, could it be it? And there's wicket number 1. Can we get a repeat of what happened in the previous match? Like I said, Division 2, PL match, final. Spartans took 2 wickets on the first 2 balls after break. Can the Cheetahs replicate that? They get the big man. Varun Papuri, there's been drops in the field, says, all right, I'll do it myself. LBW, plumb in front, right on the toe. Vikram went for one of his patented sweeps, unable to hit it. So first ball in for Varun, first wicket for Varun. New batsman Jalandhar Reddy Musku, a big hitter of the cricket ball. He's going to give you an opportunity if you can get it early. If you let him get in, it's not going to be pretty. This is what I was talking about. They need a spark. This is it. This should get them riled up. It should get them back in this match. Momentum is a fickle thing. Cricket is a fickle thing. Cricket's a funny game. So Jalandhar Reddy Musku is going to be on strike. Same field. And you can see Kirk Thompson. He's elated with that wicket. Hands up in the air. He knows they got it. They're right back into this match. They finally got him. They dropped him on 22. They take him on 47. Here we go. Varun into. And again, terrific delivery from Varun into Jalandhar Reddy Musku. Traditionally a pace bowler, he's changed it up, said I need to bowl some spin, need to give the Cheetahs some options. And he's been a tremendous option for the Cheetahs. You see, there's some excitement that you weren't seeing out of the Cheetahs now. The wicket has fallen. They're back in. Back in, Jalandhar goes big, over the top, could be taken, there's a chance. It's gonna fall short of everybody, and it's gonna run away for 4. 2 fielders were there, it splits all of them. Varun thought he had a wicket. That could have been the one that they were looking for. But an opportunity. Jalandhar gets that one for 4. The Lions bring up 100 here in this 11th over. 103 for the loss of 2. So in short, it's cut away. That's too easy. There's no protection out there. That one just sticks in his hands. He went for the leg spinner.
Cut. That was just a one back ball. Keep bowling. No, don't tell him. You'll get confused. Oh, okay. I know him. Or you tell him, he'll be mad. Like, what? Like, they're actually working, you know, they're actually working. Yeah, just tell him, like, you're doing good.
And again, that one just...
Good morning, boy.
He went for the leg spinner, gets stuck in his hand. He's got to stick to what he was going. What he was doing was working. I think he got just a little bit frustrated that the 4 went through, tried to change it up unnecessarily. Really no reason to. Gives Jalandhar a breather. That 4 came off the middle of the bat. It was just too easy. You gotta go back to what was working. Stick to it. He does stick to it. It's up in the air, but now he's got something going, Jalandhar. That's in his arc, and that one's gone. The long levers send that one away for 6. Like you said, once Jalandhar gets 1 off the middle, it's gonna be tough to slow him down. Big 6 there from Jalandhar. 113 for the Lions here. 1 ball to go in the 11th. So Varun Papuri, last delivery, had a great start. Hasn't been great since. This time big up in the air, fielders there, won't matter. That's another big 6, Jalandhar's getting it going, he's in full flow. And a terrific end to the over, 4, 4, 6, 6. And the Lions get exactly what they're looking for. 119 for the loss of 2 are the Lions. They're in full flow. And everyone thought once Vikram Ravi Kumar got out, there could have been a break in this run scoring. Jalandhar Radimusku setting to make sure there's none. He's 20 off of 5. He's got 3 off the middle, 1 through point, 1 over long off, 1 long on rather, and then 1 through cow corner. He's just feeling it. Let's see where they go with the ball. Sagar Sane gonna come back. He bowled well, had a catch dropped. It would have been a terrific catch. Vivek Kumbale just struggling out in the field right now. That car revving up. The Lions have been revving up for a while now. 119 here in the 11th. They're pouring it on. It's a high scoring round, but even that, you still got to score in a final. The pressure of a chase is going to be tough on the Cheetahs. They're going to need a wicket here. Sagar Sane coming back in. It's short and is pulled away. It should just be 2. This is going to be 1. No, they're going to get 2 in the end. Again, keeping the runs flowing the field. Deep cover, long off, long on. Deep mid-wicket and a deep backward square leg. Pretty traditional field set for Sagar. He's had a couple deliveries go to that man at deep backward square leg who's going to send a tad bit straighter. He's had a couple go back there. A catch dropped out there. Something needs to go the Cheetahs' way. They go for that quick single, and Ravi Teja continuing what he did with Vikram, doing it with Jalandhar, just going at a run of ball. He's 12 for 12, 100 strike rate for him. He's done his job. Again, Ravi doing his job right now. He's continuing to rotate, keep the runs flowing from one end. Jalandhar, he's in flow, he's in touch. He gets 1 on him. They've moved out deep backward square leg. They've put him in a deep mid wicket. They try to go a little bit shorter to him. They try to dare him to go through mid wicket. Where do they bowl Sagar? He's been clearing these boundaries with ease. He goes shorter. It's cut away through the offside. There is a fielder out in the deep. Should just hold that one to 1 and does. It seems like that's the ploy. They're going to just try to hit a length to Jalandhar. Don't let him use the long levers. Don't let him hit straight. Make him hit square. What's Ravi going to do here? My bet's a single. He's going to look for a single. That's my bet. Make your bets down in the comments. Sagar coming in. And whoever bet against me, you can pay up now. There's a single there for Ravi Teja. Again, he knows his job. He's just going to go to run a ball, just hit it into the gaps, soft hands, and let Jalandhar do the bulk of the run scoring. He's going to anchor the innings and let everyone else get quick fires. He's been doing it very well here as well. Jalandhar hitting the ground hard. Went to hit that one hard and missed out on everything, slowed it down. Again, daring him to hit square of the wicket, daring him hit to the mid-wicket fielder.
Catch coming, get ready, side, catch coming.
Guys, get ready, catch coming. Last ball of the over. If there's any time for it, this is the time. Again, one more is going to hit that good length. Dare him to go through mid-wicket. Got to keep it there. Can't go fuller than that. He does go fuller than that. He's missed out on everything and has been deemed a wide. Delivery. Here we go. Should be the final delivery. Sagar would hope it is. Sagar would hope it's a wicket. He's got to rethink now. Jalandhar, he's 20 off of 7. He's gotten off to a blazing start. The Lions have gotten off to a blazing start. 125 for 2 here in this 12th over. 1 ball to come from it. It's full. It's hit up in the air. Fielders are there. Has he overrun it? He has, and is going to run away. No, he saved it for 4. It looked like he had overrun it from the very beginning. Another opportunity that the Cheetahs have not taken advantage of. And Jalandhar survives once again. They get 2 off of it. 127 for 2 after 12. So here we go. Lions 127 for 2. Jalandhar is going to be on the non-striker's end. It's going to be Omar Ansari coming into boys, a terrific bowler.
Cap's coming, boys. Cap's coming.
So Omar comes in. Ravi wanted that one for a single, unable to get it. Unable to get that one to go away for a quick single. Apologize for the black screen. This one comes through, and it's just been worked away. And there's your single that you're looking for. It's a patented Ravi Teja single. Just soft hands, moving it around, and let Jalandhar get on strike. Now pace on the ball. Omar's got to be careful. The field set for Omar. He's got a straight long off. Long off. That's more in a cow corner reach, a deep mid wicket, and a deep extra cover. Jalandhar, you know he's favoring that long off, deep, long on, deep mid. Excuse me, long off in cow corner region. Lots of words here. The Lions, they're just gassing me up here with all these shots. What can Omar do? Needs a wicket. And it's hit straight back. Appeal came up. There was definitely bat on it. Just a single, but they'll take the singles. Again, 180 is the score here. That is still chaseable. But in a final, in a pressure moment of chasing, the Lions, they don't give a lot of freebies. They're patented for that. Keep the pressure on. So you just got to make sure they throw some pressure back. And it's a blazing start so far for the Lions. They got to finish well too. Comes back in. This one again worked for a single from Ravi Teja, doing his job. .30, 12.4, that's what your score reads. That one cut away to make it 135. They're going to push for 2. They should get 2. And they say no in the end. like Jalandhar was taking his helmet off while he was running.
Lift it up, boys. 150 all up. 150 all up. Come on, boys. 150 all up, fellas. 150 all up. Come on, come on.
So Ravi Tej and Jalandhar just having a word.
Come on, Murad.
Again,
Come on, boys.
last ball. I'd expect a single, maybe. I think this is a pretty safe bet to expect a single from Ravi Tejas. Something we've grown to expect. We'll see what does come about it. But again, it's been a brilliant over from Omar Ansari. He's given up 4 runs from it. Ravi Teja has hit just the 1-4 to third man. There's a thick outside edge. There's a deep third man out there, so there's protection there. Ravi Teja sends Omar back. And Omar Ansari coming in. Full straight, went for the Yorkers, dug out by Ravi Teja, chance of a run out. And he's hit the keeper in the legs instead of the wickets. There was no backup there, so the keeper did a great job stopping that one. So as the over comes to an end for Omar Ansari, 132 for 2 reads the score for the Lions. Here we go. The Cheetahs need something to go their way. Lions are 2 wickets down, 132 on the board, and Sai Krishna coming in to bowl. He's a good bowler. He's a good player. Well known through TCL. Now it's straight back. It's up in the air. It's coming to long off. Settling underneath it, and he's overran it. Overjudged it at 6. And it's been deemed 6. It was hit just on the edge. Would have been a terrific catch had he come down with it. Sai thought he had the first one there. It was just timed well enough to get over the top of the fielder. Again, it's a half chance, if at all. Big appeal. Umpires unmoved. Umpires unmoved by the appeal. Sai was convinced. The keeper was convinced. Looks like Harun Iqbal was running in from third man. It looked like he was convinced. Umpire says no. So in comes Sai once again. This time up in the air. Fielder's there, but it won't matter. It's going to fall safe. They're going to push 2. No, Jalandhar says no. So now Sai's got to be careful with the lengthy balls. You can't give any of these fuller ones. Ravi Teja's getting it going. Proving me wrong. Hit a 6 in the first ball. And needs one of these chances to fall in their laps. This one shorter in length and is worked through to third man. This is a good ball from Sai. Understanding what Jalandhar does well. The Lions move to 140 with that single here in this 14th over. They're putting on a lot of runs. Sai coming back in. This time slows it down. And this is a great adjustment. Again, Sai, I think this is what he does well. Towards the end of the inning, he's able to do stuff like this. And I wouldn't be surprised if he finishes out, just goes all in until the very end. It was 14th, 16th, 18th, and 20th. Yeah, I think that's got to be the ploy right now. He's bowled brilliantly. 8 runs given off of it after a 6 hit on the first one. He's come back beautifully, just giving up 2 singles since. And it will stay just 2 singles since. So first over for Sai just goes for 8 runs. The Lions, 140 on the board, 2 wickets down. Again, the Cheetahs need something to go their way.
Not safe, but give him this leg.
Again, everyone will come to the circle. Everybody on the line. I don't want sixes. I don't want sixes.
If he actually street, I ain't gonna go, I ain't gonna hurry out of here. He will follow that one.
So we go 140 on the board, 14 overs. Omar Ansari comes back. He's got just 5 in his first over. He's got deep extra cover. Long off, pretty straight, long on, and a deep mid wicket. It's going to be Jalandhar Musku on strike, so again he's going to hit the little deck. Deep third man out there, so anything he hits and tries to run down, there is a single, but it won't be a boundary, so again he's just going to look to hit the deck. If you give just 40 runs in the next 6 overs, you feel like you've done a tremendous job. He goes full on his legs. It's just going to be a quick single. Went for the Yorker length on that occasion. Now into Sai. Excuse me, now into Ravi Teja. So here we go. Slows it down the leg side, however, it's been easily swept by Ravi Teja. A loosener there from Omar. He did so well his first over. This time it's just too easy. That's easy pickings. And a 4 there, moves the score to 145. And Ravi Teja starting to get things going. 23 off of 22, moves it to 27 off of 23. And there's just some of these freebies that the Cheetahs are giving. They bowled a little bit loose. Lions bowling tech usually doesn't give you much loose, and they take advantage of usually everything. They're so consistent. One of the best winners in TCL. They're so consistent with the winning. They won the T100. They're looking to win the T20. They missed out on the PL. And there's a Yorker from Omar. Has been worked through third man beautifully by Ravi Teja. Okay, not much wrong with that delivery there, but just well dug out by Ravi Teja. It's going to be Jalandhar on strike. Omar, he's looked to bowl full Yorkers. Does he try to go there again and risk missing one? Or does he look to hit the deck hard? Force him to play square up the wicket. Just pull the length back. Does he make him try to go over cover? Outside the off stump. Off the good length. Let him go through cover. He went for the Yorker. It's been just hit straight back to third man. And has it run away for 4? It has. It's found an edge. And his run away for 4 is a quick outfielder. Not stopping that one. Third man well too wide. And the 150 comes up for the Lions here in the 15th over. Again, there's a lot of people questioning the Cheetahs' decision to win after winning the toss, choosing to field. Again, I was having conversations with a lot of people yesterday. They said in finals, If you win the toss, you want to go and bat first. You want to take the pressure off of your batting attack. Again, I like thinking. You want the pressure off of your batsman. But whatever you do best, you got to say, we're going to save that and we're going to live and die on that sword. So if we both well, then I would go and defend. But if I'm a batting side, then yeah, maybe go out there and chase. It's an interesting decision, but there's plenty of batsmen on this Cheetah side who can do what the Lions have done. The Lions have done a great job of not losing wickets and not losing them in bunches. This one is hit through covers. They should push 2, and they are pushing 2, and they're going to get 2 quite easily. Again, the Lions have done well rotating the strike and then dealing with the boundaries as well. Very few dot balls throughout their innings. And that's a combination of a couple things. Combination of some looseners, just great stuff there from the Lions as well. That time slower, wider. It's hit just away from the fielder, inside the circle and away from the fielder. Outside is going to be 4. Jalandhar Reddymuthusku showing everybody, I'm not just a man who's going to deal at cow corner, I can deal at point. He went for the slower one. He missed the length completely. It was short and wide and easy pickings for Jalandhar. He's carved that one through the offside. 156 for 2. The Lions, they've done great these first 15 overs. Into the final 5 overs now. They just need something. They need to find a way to restrict, not allow a boundary. Something they've struggled to do. Just one over where there was no boundary involved. That was the second over of the match. Since then, boundary after boundary. Alright, so in comes Sai. Down the leg side, and it's going to be wide +4. No one stopping that one. Beats the batsman, beats the keeper. 4 runs, 160 comes up for the Lions. It's just a mammoth total now, and every run from here is just a plus. There's still 5 overs to go. Sai has been so consistent that time, just missed everything. Ball finding committee gets the ball, and they've come back in. And Sai's very quick. If you're gonna bowl wide, you gotta make sure it hits your keeper's gloves. Anything that goes behind the stumps, anything in the gap is going away. Slower ball, full toss, it's worked over the top. There is a fielder out in the deep. He stumbled a little bit, able to get it, and prevents 2 from going on. So he's done well in the end. It was a slower, low, full toss. Had to create the power of Teja, but it is a single nonetheless. So that means the first delivery went for 6 because of the 5 wides, and now that single. Sai once again, this time wide, and another 5 wides. Oh no, it's come off of the legs of the batsman, so it's going to be ruled 4 leg buys. And if you're going to bowl that straight, maybe move your third man a little bit straighter. And I think it's just been the story of the day. The Cheetahs, I think, have struggled bowling to their field, bowling to their plan, and adjusting to what's going on. Lions pointing out on 166 already on the board. 4.4 overs to go. Again, this kind of a total in a final is a mammoth total. You still got 4 overs. There's your slower one. Finally hits it. Jalandhar swinging for the fences. Unable to find anything. So looking to hit that slower one. Finally hit one. And it's just about dots. Don't gotta do anything special. Let's just try to rally up some dots. Sai is more than capable of doing so. Okay, if you're gonna bowl that straight, maybe move that third man a little bit wider, or excuse me, a little bit straighter. Just about finding some consistency in your bowling, finding some consistency through the game. You just haven't found any. This one's straighter. It's up in the air. Fielders are coming around. It's not going to matter. It's going to land, and it's going to run away for 4. Again, that cow corner region's one that he loves. He's picked the gap in between the straight deep mid wicket and the man at long on. He's picking it apart again. The first ball was 5 wides, then a single, then 4 leg byes, then a dot, and then a 4. It's been an expensive over 14 runs already into the 170 now. I'm talking about 180 being a mammoth total, a total that you should be fine with if you can get there. The Lions have kept that power play run rate from ball 1. And they're able to do it because they haven't lost wickets. They've just been able to bat freely. Great platform set by the openers. And they're taking advantage of it. This time slower, it's full, and it's hit to the man straight to long on. It's just going to be a single. Again, after this expensive over, 15 runs already on the board. There you go. Two sides got 1 ball left in this over. My money on Ravi Teja single. And for those of you just tuning in, 171 for the loss of 2. This is the 16th over. It's been all Lions all day. It's quick, and it's going to be a dot there. He went a little bit quicker. He's been bowling slower all over long. There you go, 171, 16 overs gone, 2 wickets down. The Lions firmly on top of this one. The Cheetahs need to find something to go their way. Looks like it's going to be Omar Ansari coming back into bowl. And his previous over was expensive. 4 overs to go, and it could be looking like the Cheetahs are going to chase 200 in a T20 match in a final. It's a lot of pressure. That's a lot to do. That's a lot to handle. And again, I think the key, runs can come on this ground. It's not like runs can't come. We know this is a high-scoring ground. You pick a gap and it's going. The thing about this ground is, however, you can lose wickets in bunches. That's just in any cricket game. You can lose wickets in bunches. The Lions haven't. There was a lot of time between that first and second wicket, and they haven't lost a wicket since. Now they're able to tee off here, Jalandhar Reddy and Ravi Teja. Jalandhar Reddy is 42 off of 19. A strike rate of 221. He's been striking the ball beautifully. Deep third man, deep after cover, long off, long on, and a deep mid wicket. Jalandhar gets cramped for room, is going to hit it straight to long on. They're pushing for 2. A fumble in the outfield is going to allow that one to happen. Cramped him for room. Omar Ansari came onto him just a tad bit quicker. It was chipped up. If there was mid on, it may have been a catch. And there's the length, and there's the line. Omar just extracting some extra bounce off of the wicket. Comes Omar. This time wide outside the off stump, not deemed a wide by the umpire. So a decent start to the over so far for the Cheetahs. They need to find a way to keep this stretch going. Giving up 2 and a dot. They can just string together some more dots. Have a boundaryless over that hasn't happened since the second over of the match. Hard to win cricket games that way. This one's hit straight back, and it's pierced the man at mid-off. And he's done well to stop that one for 4 long off. Moving well to his left. Here we go, Omar coming in for another delivery. It's going to be coming into Jalandhar. Again, it's been a decent over so far. Can't give a boundary, and there's a boundary ball down the leg side. It's full. Oh, no, it's done well. It's well stopped out there by Varun Papuri just to keep it a 1. So I think everyone in their right minds thought this was going for 4, but it wasn't. Came off the bat hard, but Varun worked well to his right. Able to get one hand onto that one and stop it. A lot of runs piling on, some frustration for the Cheetahs, but good effort there by Varun Papuri to stop that one. This one's hit straight back over the top. Fielder's coming around, but it won't matter. It's going to be 4 runs. Ravi Teja now, he gets it going. That one tad bit too full. Able to throw his hands at that one and chip it over the infield. Long off far too straight for that one. Deep extra cover, far too around. He's pierced the gap nicely. 180 comes up for the Lions. There's still 3 overs to go. Final delivery here of the 17th. Slower ball. It's full. Low full toss. Is going to fall short of the fielder at long on. It's just going to be a quick single. So 181 for the loss of 2 after 17. Here we go. Nilesh Patil coming back in with the ball. He's got 2 overs left. Again, he's a terrific bowler. Just hasn't really found it today. Didn't really have it with the new ball. Didn't have much success against the openers. Can he find success against Ravi Teja and Jalandhar Reddy Musku? Jalandhar on 47. Ravi Teja on 34. 3 overs to go. 200 in play for the Lions. Ravi trying to make some innovative strokes. Nilesh just kept following him with it. And they're going to tap it away for 2. It's going to be a terrific shot there for 2. Again, well bowled by Nilesh. Seeing the movement early. Adapting to it. But then Ravi Teja also adapting his shot. 183 is the score. 18th over. Nilesh Patil with the ball in hand. Ravi Teja on strike after that double. Full straight, it's up in the air. Could be taken by Nilesh and is taken. So Ravi Teja departs. A little too late, but no boundary there. It's going to be and a dot ball. 183 for the loss of 2. Ravi Teja departs on 36. The new man in, Murli Krishna Ankaraju. Morrisville Cardinals player. Had some quick fire knocks for the Morrisville Cardinals. He's going to hope to do that with the Lions. That's why he's been sent out now. But Jalandhar Reddy, he's on 47. Can Nilesh take another wicket? He went for that wide Yorker, and Jalandhar split the gap beautifully. And with Nilesh's pace, that one's going all the way. 50 comes up for Jalandhar. Yes, it has come up for Jalandhar with that 4. He's got 51 off 24. It's a well-struck knock. He's coming and fired from ball 1. And he does the Jadeja. Again, it's been a brilliant knock, and there's a couple of knocks you could say that were brilliant. You look at Vikram Ravicumar's 47. And you look at Jalandhar Reddymusku's 51. Of course, Ravi Teja's 34. That anchoring role that he played. Some brilliant knocks so far at 187 on the board. 2.3 overs to go. Lions have, again, the opportunity for 200 is very much in play. And if you can break it past 200, it's going to be a big one. Jalandhar on strike to Nilesh. Slower delivery up in the air, but it's all the way. He latched onto that one very quickly, and that one's huge. Luckily, no cars parked out there, because that would have definitely broken one of the windshields. There's a 6. Reaches his 50, no sign of slowing down. The Lions move to 193 here. And did I say 200? I meant to say 220. The 2 overs to go after that, definitely on the board. 2.2 to go. And both of these two have a lot of firepower. Again, Jalandhar just picking Nilesh's slower one early, latching onto it, got down on her knee, and sent it with love over the top. How does Nilesh respond? This one's hit firmly, it's straight. It's going to be stopped at long off. Yes, it will be, just for a single. Now Murali Krishnan Ankaraj is going to face his first delivery. Again, he has some quick fire innings for the Morsel Cardinals. Can he find one for the Lions? It's up in the air. Fielder coming around. It's going to fall short of him. They should push 2. And they are pushing 2. So there you go. 18 overs gone. 196 on the board. 210 most definitely in play. 220 if there's a couple of really big hits. Looks like they're going to bring in Sagar Sane to come bowl. Left on orthodox. Usually don't see spinners bowl towards the end. Especially when you have a guy like Jalandhar Reddymusku on strike. Long levers is going to have to go short. Let's see what occurs here. Again, it's a risk that could reward the Cheetahs. History would say it's going to hurt them. Morsel Cardinals tried to spin it in the end. They got hit all over the park when they did it. What happens here? Can they get it done? And this could be a huge over for the Lions here if they can latch onto a couple of these early and put a lot of pressure on Sagar Sane. Sagar would love to get a couple of dot balls. Oh, that's too easy. That's too easy. And he's let it over the boundary. It hit the fielder. It's going to be deemed a 4. He was close to the line. I think he was trying to knock it back over. So 4 to start off. Not a terrible delivery. Didn't get all of it, Jalandhar. Sagar pulled the length back. He floats it up even further. That's a terrific delivery. Kind of yorked him. Oh, and a misfield out in the deep. Is it going to result in another 4? It is going to result in a 4. So back-to-back 4s. And some poor work from the Cheetahs at the first 2 deliveries. They've let 2-4s happen. Again, the Cheetahs just lapses in the field throughout the day have led this 200 runs on the board, 204 on the board. Again, like we said, this was a favorable position for the Lions to get a couple boundaries early off in this over. It's short, it's pulled up, it's straight up into the air. It's going to land safely, it's just going to be a single. So again, I can't put a lot of blame on this over from Sagar. He's bowled pretty decently. First delivery, but really the only ball that you could say deserved to be put away. Again, 8-9 runs off the first 3 deliveries. 205 runs on the board. 220 definitely in play. And with that stroke, it definitely is. That's a 6. Yes, it is. It's huge. Right onto the parking lot. They thought maybe we could continue the short stuff with Murali Krishnankaraju waiting on it. Stayed back. Bada bing, bada boom. What a stroke that was. Again, he's had some quick fire innings for the Cardinals. He's doing that right now for the Lions. So now an over that really hadn't been much to blame on Sagar goes to Sagar. 10, 14, 15 runs on the board in the over. 211 for the Lions. It's going to be a mammoth total for the Cheetahs to chase. It's hit straight back. No fielder going to touch that one. Watch out. Another big 6. Murali Krishna pouring it on. Moves the total to 217, and 220 might be attainable because there's still another ball in this over. 230 seems to be in play. Again, apart from one single, it's been all boundaries for the Lions. 2 6s, 2 4s. How does Sagar respond? He's got hit for 4 boundaries in this over. The Lions can make it one more. They move themselves firmly into the 220s. And 230 would be definitely on the board. Here comes Sagar Sane. Oh, and that's another big stroke. He stays on the back foot. What's it deemed? It's going to be deemed a 4. 1 bounce. He's picked it into the gap. So there you go, 5 boundaries off that over. 221 comes up in just 19 overs. It's going to be a mammoth chase for the Cheetahs. They're going to need all their batsmen to fire. And there's still an over to go. Looks like the skipper Nilesh Bhatt is going to take the ball into his hands. Gonna have to find a way to not concede any boundaries. Again, haven't had a boundaryless over since the 2nd over of the match. Murali Krishnankaraju doing exactly what we thought he would. 18 off of 4. Jalandhar Musku 67 off of 29. Again, the Cheetahs just in the field haven't been as sharp as they usually are. They've been a much better group than this. Not playing like it. Here we go. Jalandhar Musku on strike. Got to keep it away from his long levers. If you're going to bowl that length, you got to bowl it into him. This field doesn't change. Remains the same. He goes full. It's hit to the man at mid-off. He's unable to get to it. And it's going to run away for 4. No, it's done well by the man at deep extra cover to stop that one. It's going to be 2. So again, still some fight being shown by the Cheetahs. They're showing great effort. Oh, but it's deemed a no ball by the umpire. It's going to be a free hit now. So a great effort in the field goes to waste. And now Jalandhar Musku has the opportunity to tee off. Just got to be able to use the pace of Nilesh. Does Nilesh go back to the slower one? Last time he tried it, got sent over mid wicket for 6. Just go back to it. Just continue with the pace. He goes faster, goes quicker, and that one, fielder there, takes the catch, but it won't matter. The Cheetahs finally able to take a catch, and it comes off of a free hit. They've struggled all day keeping them in their hands, and the one time they do, it's off a free hit. An unfortunate story of the day for the Cheetahs, but they'll be happy to report that one only resulted in a single. Now it's Murali Krishna Ankaraju. Just exploded in the previous over. Had a strike rate of 450. Nilesh would like to put this one down. Finish it with 5 dots. Oh, that could be a no ball. That's going to be 6 for sure. And it's inches away from my car. And it's just going to be deemed a 6, not a no ball by the umpire. And my heart stopped for a moment. I saw the direction of that ball. I saw my car standing right there. And I know the Cheetahs, they are in the dumps right now. 231 runs on the board for the Lions. It's a mammoth total. There's still 4 balls to go in the over.
Nilesh, 30, keep it under 240. The chase for 40, keep it under 240. 4 balls, 4 balls, 4 runs.
Talk right now, talk with the magic.
4 balls, 4 runs.
Enough, talking done.
4 balls, 4 runs.
Here we go. Can the Cheetahs find a way to finish this match off strong? It's been all Lions all day, and that 6 definitely cements it. No matter what it is, it's going to be 230. Oh, but that's a 6. He tried to hit the deck hard, and Murali Krishna Ankaraju sends it back even harder. The score moves to 237 now. 3 balls to go in the over. The mammoth total increases, and the hole the Cheetahs dug themselves is even bigger. They're still digging. Murali Krishna, 30 off of 6 deliveries. Yes, you heard that correctly. 30 off of 6, a strike rate of 500. And finally a dot ball. The Cheetahs very excited about that one. Finally. But still 2 balls to go. Can Murali Krishna find his way to the 40s? Needs 2 6s to do so. Again, he's had that quick fire innings that he did for the Cardinals. He's doing it again for the Lions. Can he continue? Can the Cheetahs hold it down? It should just be 1, at most 2. And it is just going to be 1. Good back up there. So there you go, 238 on the board, 1 ball to go. Can the Cheetahs hold them under 240? They've got to hold them under 240. They have no choice. It's going to be a tough chase nonetheless. Hold them under. Jalandhar Reddy Musku on 70 off of 31. Nilesh Patil. His final delivery should just be 1. And it's done well. They're going to push for 2. Throw comes in. And they are going to get 2. So 240. The Lions finish it off. 240 after 20 overs. An unbelievable innings for the Lions. And the Cheetahs, they just never were in this one. But they still have a chance with the bat. It's a big scoring ground. Can they do something about it? You heard that correctly. I still can't even believe 240 runs on the board. Let's look at the scorecard. 38 off of 20 is Srikanth Reddy. Vikram Ravikumar, 47 off of 32. Ravi Teja, 36 off of 30. Jalandhar Reddy Musku, 72 not out. And Murali Krishna Ankaraju, 31 off of 8 not out. With the ball, everyone really struggled. Nilesh Patil, 4 overs, 59 runs and a wicket. Harun Iqbal, 3 overs, 26 runs and a wicket to his name. You also had Vivek Umbale, 1 over, 14 runs. as well as Sagar Sane, 4 overs, 44 runs. Varun Papurian over 20 runs and 1 wicket. Omar Ansari, 3 overs, 31 runs. And Sai Krishna, 2 overs, 19 runs. An expensive day for the Cheetahs and a day to remember for the Lions. But the Cheetahs do have a chance with the bat. A lot of big batting to come. This game is far from over. Come back into the second innings in just a little bit right here on the TCL YouTube page, where the Cheetahs are going to need 241 to win this TCL Division 1 T20 final. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this TCL Division 1 final of 2021. Man, it's crazy. It's been a long year, a lot of teams, a lot of great players, a lot of great moments throughout the season. And man, did we just see one of the best innings of the entire year in the final. That's what you want, and the Lions are glad they got it right now. 240 runs on the board for the Lions, as it says on your screen. The Cheetahs are going to need 241. They would love if they need 141, but that ain't the case. Everyone's going to need to bat over 140, over 100 strike rate. They're going to need over 140 strike rate. We'll see who they send out to open. And again, I think it's really going to come down to the opening. I think what the Cheetahs did, the Lions did really well was their ability to go in there and say, okay, we're not losing wickets. We're going to use the power play well. They took advantage of the looseners early on. They put the pressure from ball one. They didn't let it come to them. They came to it. They went to it. So what can the Cheetahs do? Can they do something here to get it going? Again, the Cheetahs do have a lot of batting. If you think this match is over, it's not. This is a high-scoring ground. We all know it. 240, though, it's a lot of runs. And we'll see who can go out there and get it. We want to thank our umpires, Alvin Barnett and Parveen Goyat. None of this would be possible without our umpires. We want to thank all of you guys for tuning in. We do apologize for any and all technical difficulties that we have faced getting to this point, as we are streaming multiple matches. This is the second day in TCL history that we're ever streaming multiple matches. Yesterday was the first time. Still working through a lot of the kinks. It's a long process. We'll jump into this one right here. Again, 240 runs on the board. Still no word of who the openers are for the Cheetahs, but again, they're going to need all their openers to get going from ball one. Looks like Satya is going to be at the non-striker's end. I apologize for the screen going black. Again, apologies for any and all technical difficulties that do come about. Going to do our best to limit those. Alright, so let's get it going. Again, Cheetahs need 240 runs, 241 runs in their 20 overs. They need a run rate of 12.05. More than Krishnan Karaju, who really got things going and really set it apart at the end for the Lions. He's going to get things going with the ball. And on the button from ball one, but the Cheetahs do well. Again, there are singles all completely on offer. And they do well to continue to get those singles. Looks like Omar Ansari, he's going to be the man. So Satya and Omar are the two men in the middle. Here we go, Murali Krishnan Karaju coming into Satya. And that one worked through the offside, but just to the fielder again, it's going to be about, can you clear this? I don't think you can take your time to start off. You got to make sure you keep everything going. .241, a massive total. Murali Krishna single and a dot to start off his encounter. Satya back on strike, and he's worked this one through the leg side. Another quick single. And again, as long as you can keep these flowing, but the key for this is that the Lions didn't go an over outside of the second over of the match without a boundary. They're going to need to make sure they continue that. Krish is a hard bowler to play, but all the Lions bowlers are very tight in line. This is why they continuously are in these finals or in the playoffs. They're one of the greatest winners in TCL. So here we go. Full straight once again, little bit of shape on offer. Omar looking to work this one through that vacant mid-wicket region. Again, that's the ploy. They're going to try to get guys to swing across the line and nail out the stumps. What can they do here? Again, for the Cheetahs, it's just going to be about continuing. Oh, and look at this, a little bit of shift in field. Up to this point, the two fielders out were a deep third man and a deep extra cover, wide long off. Now they're going to have that same wide long off fielder and a long on. So it looks like Christian's going to continue to bowl straight and really go right onto the stumps. Don't give him any room. And he does exactly that. You can see a slight nip away as well. Omar trying to clear straight back, even though the fielder was there. Again, you can't have these string of dots. Dots are pressure deliveries in T20s. Every dot is just like a speck of gold. You love having them. Here comes Krish for the final delivery of the over. Only 2 runs from the first over. Vast difference from what happened. And Omar again trying to take a big swipe, unable to get on anything. And there you go, first over gone, 2 runs off of it. And this is a vastly different start from what we saw happen in the first over of the first innings. What happened that first over? 15 runs off that first over. So they're going to need to find a way to bulk up these runs. And I'm surprised that maybe not sending, I know, you don't want to mess with your combination too much, but you need to score runs very quickly. Maybe sending a Nilesh Bhatt a little early. A Kirk Thompson, some of these bigger hitters. Kirk Thompson's been in a good nick of form. I'm not saying he should have opened, because Omar Ansari and Satyajit are tremendous batsmen in their own right. They can do anything that you want them to do. I think there's just things to think about, and not a lot of time for the Cheetahs to really go in depth and think about it. Look at changes in the field. That wide long off fielder has come inside the circle. And they brought a deep point. They've taken basically all the fielders out of the leg side inside the circle except for one. There's a short mid wicket and still that long on fielder in play. There's a deep cover point still there. It's gonna look like spin. Chandu is up. Again, just about being tight. Still a slip in. And you can see they're opening up the covers. They're opening it up. They're daring him to hit through that cover region. They're daring him. They're daring the player to go through the covers. This one looked to be cut. It's just over the top of the bat. Again, runs have to come from the Cheetahs. The pressure. This one is slapped away. Should just be one. It is just going to be one. Long on fielder gets to it. And again, this is the key. This is why a lot of people say we don't want to chase in a final as the field sets back to what it was for Omar, the wide long off and the long on. People don't want to chase in a final because 240 in the first inning seems, okay, we can do this, but with the pressure and you have to hold on to wickets and you know that you have to get this total, it's a lot of pressure to go into bat with. And a lot of people shocked by the Cheetahs' decision to go ahead and choose to field rather than choose to bat. This one's hit straight up into the air. Fielder's coming around, but it won't matter. There's going to be 6. So they'll take it. Omar getting things going, showing why he's been sent up here. He is a big striker of the ball, and that was all muscle power. Really was not even sure what to call that shot. He just stayed straight up and lifted that one straight over the top, showing the muscle and the power that he possesses. So this is what they're going to need. They need a couple of these every single over. Their quiet run rate is just a tickle under 13, just a touch under. Got to make sure they score a couple of these every single over, and they got to make use of the power play. Got to do a bulk of their scoring here. And he's trying to do so. This one gets down the field. There's going to be one bounce to the fielder. Again, the lapses in the field from the Cheetahs. This is something that we saw go for 4 when the Cheetahs were out there. So a great stop there. Didn't really try to overrun. Didn't try to do too much. Just said, I'm just going to stop that one. Wide long off. Comes inside the circle. And the deep cover fielder goes back out. Again, that cover region open. daring the fielder to play through that region, trying to invoke an edge. This one's a straight back. The fielder mid-off does well to stop that. Again, it's just the fielding seems to be better from the lines. They seem to be much more into it. Versus when we saw with the Cheetahs, we saw a bunch of misfields early. Job catches, they really took maybe one catch all day long outside of, so they took 2 catches to dismiss 2 guys, and then you had the, then you had the 1 catch off a free hit. So you're looking at a team in the Cheetahs that just struggled in the field. A lot of lapses. Lions can't have those lapses if they want to walk away with the Division 1 title. So Omer steps off, changes in the field. That long off fielder gets moved much straighter for Omer. He's shown the signs of wanting to hit straight back, so they want to have 2 fielders straight. We'll see if this makes him adjust and try to go a little bit wider. This time he goes into a vacant mid-wicket region. Just pushing for 2. The ball could have run away for 4. It's a quick outfielder, and it has run away for 4. It's climbed the hill. 4 runs there, and again, they're going to need a couple of boundaries and over. That time just in the slot and too easy for Omer. Again, for all of those of you at home who are saying, oh, the Lions have this one wrapped up, they just need to put that pretty bow on it. No. Again, all it takes, that little single here, that little 4 here, that 6 there. There goes 2 overs, 15 gone. Remember, the Lions scored 15 from their first over, so still some work for the Cheetahs to do, but they're getting back onto the pace. Run rate's still under 13. Again, you don't have to get 13 every over. I know that's what it says, but if you can have just 1 or 2 big overs every now and again, but you have to be able to bank on those to come. A lot of bad income. Nilesh Patil, Kirk Thompson, Varun Papuri, Sai Krishna. A lot of batting. Faraz Rafi, so still batting to come. But it's not going to be easy. Again, this bowling attack is terrific from the Lions. Again, spearheaded by Murli Krishna and Karaju. And they got a lot of options. They don't give a lot of pace on the ball. They can take a lot of pace off of it. Wide, long off. Is 1 fielder deep, and then you have a 3rd man as the other. And I think it's just because of Krish's pace. They want someone back there. Satya Acharya on strike. This one to the leg side, and they're able to take a quick single. There's a fielder at square leg inside the circle. It's a nice day out here. It feels real nice. The sun is a little bit heavy, but there's a nice breeze pushing through. It's pushing from the bowler to the batsman, as you can see. So it feels good. Again, that is something that favors the bowling side right now. Some of that wind is pushing against the batsman's face, but it's not as big where it could make a big impact. Long off comes into a straighter position. Again, I like this adjustment. Adjustments we didn't really see out of the Cheetahs early on. But Omer is making that adjustment himself. He just turns the wrist over, puts that one through mid-wicket. Very flat, and has gone for 4. Omer's taking it on himself to continue this route of scoring major runs. 16 off of 8 so far. Again, if they can find themselves into the 30s at the end of this over, they're 20 now here in this 3rd over. Again, it's a high-scoring ground. We all know it. All of you watching, we all know it's a high-scoring ground. All 20 of you guys. It's a high-scoring affair here. Should be now 25, so how about that? High-scoring affair at this ground. If you pick the gap, it's gonna be 4. We saw that when the Lions are batting. We've seen it through the 2 years that this ground's been here. Slip has been brought out, and they brought another fielder into the leg side. There's now a mid-wicket inside the circle and a square leg. They're watching the man Omer turn his wrist over to try to avoid the 2 straight fielders. Goes back to the full stuff, but it's going to be wide outside the off stump, getting some nip away. Umpire had no hesitation lifting his hands up there. So 220 needed off the remaining 17.4. 21 runs off the board, and again, at the end of this over, the Cheetahs would hope to be somewhere in the 30s. Ideally, they would be at 39 to click with the run rate, but somewhere in the 30s would be ideal. And there you go, nip away, slowed it down, and he bowled him straight through. And there's the first one gone. There's a little bit of a subdue celebration. That's why some subdue in my voice. Murali Krishna gets the breakthrough, and there's a big one for the Lions. Again, Omar was getting things going, and that's why this wicket is so huge, because of the fact that Omar had been doing the bulk of the scoring. Just 4 runs for Satya so far, and he didn't look to have that much intent at going down. Looks like Satya is going to continue to rotate it around, so Omar had to be the one to continue. Now they're sending another big bat to come out. It looks like Kirk Thompson is going to come out to bat for the Cheetahs, and again, he's been in a good nick of form, scored 50 the other match. In the T10s, he scored 50, he scored 30. He has a string of these scores. He's got to find a way to get this one over the line. Again, for the Lions, they had a lot of guys go and chip in. Their 2 openers, Srikanth, 38 off of 20. Vikram Ravikumar, 47 off of 32. Ravi Teja, 36 off of 30. Jalandhar Reddy Musko had 72. And then Murali Krishna, 31. So you need one guy to be that big bat through the innings. And Kirk Thompson definitely has the capability of being it. Satya Acharya looks to be playing more of that Ravi Teja role, 1s and 2s earlies, and then accelerating later on, but being an anchor through the innings. They're going to need it. But a big stuff here from Murali Krishna Karaju taking that first wicket. Again, a subdued celebration out of Murali Krishna, subdued from the Lions. They just got to hammer the nails in the coffin now. That's all it is. Again, still a lot of runs to get, still a lot of time for the Cheetahs to do something. The way it's currently set up, the Lions are firmly on top of the match. But you never know, a couple big strokes here and there can change the game. Again, by the end of this over, if you're the Cheetahs, you'd hope you can get into the 30s. Run rate 12.57. And again, if you can just hang around, you can get a couple of those big overs. They're definitely available on this ground. A lefty, Kirk Thompson, can that change and adjust Murali Krishna and just get him to feel something? Can that make him adjust here and there, make him move around? Can that disrupt the line and the flow Murali Krishna's in? He's been holding the same line throughout the innings. The field setting for the lefty Kirk. You have a cow corner in place. That seems to be the only field. They're in the deep, then just a cow corner. Wow, just the one cow corner for Kirk. So Kirk's got to be able to take advantage now. Cow corner and a deep mid wicket. So you got 2 out there on the leg side, daring Kirk to go over the offside. We'll see how the line changes for Murali. Does he try to continue to go onto the pads and use those fielders? Where does he go? He's gone full straight onto the pads. It's been worked through straight to the cow corner fielder for a quick single. So bowling to a plan, bowling to his field. Again, the Cheetahs struggled with doing that. They really weren't bowling to their field. They weren't bowling to a plan. It's been a good start for the Lions. The Cheetahs cannot say they had a great start with the ball, and they're hoping to get off to a better start with the bat. Already a wicket down. They're behind this run rate. Gotta find a way to tick it up. So Satya on strike. He's seen the majority of this over from the other side. The field for him, you gotta still have that wide long off, and you still have the third man. There's going to be a slip in play, so there is that single if you can tuck it around the corner. Again, have to pick a gap. If you can pick a gap, you can get 4 on this ground. Slip moves out, moves to a gully. So in comes Murali Krishna into Satya. Goes shorter, it's worked through the leg side. Easy pickings for Satya, just hangs on that back foot and slaps it through the mid-wicket region. And there's 4 runs. They'll take that, and there you go, Murali Krishna. That's not your delivery. That's not your ball. It's just too short on that occasion. He's got to continue to go full and all that off-stump as he was doing, just in front of the good length. Satya just hung back on it and was able to get, there's no protection out there, picked the gap as I said, and got 4 from it. Again, if they can get to 30, the Cheetahs are in business. They still have a lot of big hitters to come. There's Patel, Faraz, Rafi, the 2 in the middle. They are more than capable batsmen on their own. Still more batting to come, Varun Papuri. So batting to come. So here we go, comes back in Murali Krishna. This one is hit through the covers. There is a fielder out there at extra cover. So there you go. At the end of 3 overs, 27 runs on the board. A wicket has fallen. That wicket was Omar Ansari, a big wicket taken by Murali Krishna. And we'll see who the Lions go with. Do they continue with the same bowler? they continue Chandu or do they go in another direction? It looks like Chandu is going to come back because it was Omar who started to take him off. Again, for Kirk, I think they're trying to slow it down. They want to slow it down and dare him to play big shots. Use the muscle that he has. Field set here, you still have that deep extra cover. He's been brought into more of a long off. There's still a man, I think at deep point. He's been told to come in as there is another fielder long on. So again, still in this power play. And the Cheetahs have to find a way to use this power play. We saw the Lions use it so well. Their openers batted so beautifully. Yes, aided by a couple of drop catches. Vicky dropped on 22. Shrikant dropped on 8-19. But they batted well. They did their job. Can these two here for the Cheetahs replicate that? Can they find a way to bat through this innings? Can they find a way to score? You have to score runs. Still a tickle under 13 the required run rate. This one cut through the offside, and he's just found the fielder's hands. It's just the way it's crumbled today for the Cheetahs. Everything is seeming to be falling away from them and falling into the Lions' lap right now. And Chandu getting back to that length that he's liked. This one is Fuller on his legs. They're all going to push one. Chance of a run out. Direct hit could have created some issues. Satya wanted it. Kirk was kind of hesitant on it. Satya was the man at the danger end. And here's the change in the field that comes for Kirk. Get the lefty on strike. Long off comes in. Still long on and a deep mid wicket. See what Chandu does here for the left-hander. Again, how does he adjust his line? How does he adjust his length? Again, he's got no protection really square of the wicket, so you would think he's going to continue to bowl full, but I don't know if you want to give Kirk the sweep shot. Do you want to give any lefty a sweep shot, any batsman a sweep shot? You got to bowl in that fuller good length area. Just try to get it to skid onto him. Try to get him to rush him through a shot. We'll see what happens. Here we go. Chandu coming in. Third delivery of the over. First one into Kirk. He goes full. Kirk tries to take advantage. They're all going to take a quick single. Yeah. Again, putting pressure on the fielders is Kirk. And I think, again, this is what the Lions did well. They're able to put pressure on the fielders, rushing them onto the ball. And you saw a misfield there. We go back for the right-hander, Satya Acharya. Long off, long on. Traditional field set for him. Just still a man at mid-wicket. Satya showed the pull shot in the previous over. That's why he's there. Satya trying to play it through that region. He's picked a little bit of a gap there. The ball is running away. And they are going to push for two. He's done well there to get two in the end. Again, like, I think this is what it is for the Cheetahs. They got to continue to push for these ones and twos. Got to find a way to score again. A mammoth total of 241 is what they're chasing in these 20 overs. Lions poured it on with their bat, and now Cheetahs have to find a way to do so. Still 2 balls left in this 4th over. This one again in Satya trying to use the mid-wicket region. Kirk wise, he sends them back on this occasion. The Cheetahs break the shackles that the Lions have on them right now. Fine delivery of the over. Fuller in length through the offside. I'm not sure if that was straight to the fielder in the air. It was dropped in the end. 31 for 1 after 4. So Murli Krishna Ankaraju coming back in for his third over. 14 from the first two. Bowling into Kirk Thompson here. Slower delivery. Kirk hits it straight up into the air. Chance of a catch. Settling underneath it. And makes no mistake. And Kirk has to go. It was a slower delivery. We all picked it. Kirk came off the toe end of the bat. The fielder made no mistake. And this was the difference between the Lions and the Cheetahs today. The catching, the fielding has been superb. No mistakes being made. And Kirk has to go, and the Cheetahs 31 for 2. It's been another power play won by the Lions so far. Unless something drastic changes, I don't think the Cheetahs are going to change it. It's going to be Nilesh Patil. He's the man to do it. He's fresh off of 122 yesterday in a PL. Can he do something of the sort here today in the T20? If Murli Krishna has his way, it won't happen. He's got both the wickets. He's got the opener and the one down bat.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Srikanth Reddy made it look easy. It was in the air for quite a long time. He was just looking at it for quite some time as well. And just made it look so easy. He looked so confident. Never looked like he was going to drop it. Satyacharya and the skipper are going to be in. So can Murli Krishna get a third? Kirk Thompson just apart. The Cheetahs, they are struggling. They need to find an answer. They're hoping Nilesh Patil and Satyacharya can be that answer. 31 for 2, 4.1 overs gone. They need 210 in the next 15.5. Again, they haven't been able to take advantage of this power play. Got a deep extra cover and a cow corner in play for Satya. Again, Satya is like that mid-wicket region, so that's why that fielder has been there. Taken out the deep third man. This one down the leg side. It's going to be a wide. The keeper prevents it from being 5. We saw this happen in the Cheetahs innings where there was a 5 wides. Just everything that went wrong for the Cheetahs went wrong. A lot of pressure now on these two batsmen. 2 wickets, 2 batsmen already sitting back in the dugout. A mammoth total to chase in a final. That one is played through the covers. It's going to be just results in 1. So Nilesh Patil is going to get on strike here. Got another firm big hitter of the cricket ball. Fresh off of once again 122 yesterday. He came in when his team needed him. They were 4 down and he saved that innings yesterday. Can he save the Cheetahs innings today? 33 for 2. Long off comes straighter. There's a long on as well. Nilesh, can he go anywhere but straight? Slow delivery first up from Murli Krishna. And aggressiveness in the field from the Lions, something we really weren't seeing from the Cheetahs. The Lions have their tail ups right now, and that's why you can see it. They're all over on the Cheetahs at the moment. Back in Murli Krishna, 4th delivery now, slower delivery once again. Left completely alone, and the wicketkeeper unable to handle that one, so they are going to sneak by for another one. It's just going to be deemed by, so no wide there, but you can see Murli Krishna, he's not afraid to use this slower one. He's used a lot. 3 of his deliveries so far in this over have been slower deliveries. Especially in a power play that you know the Cheetahs have to take advantage of. He's going to continue to utilize it. Back into Nilesh Patil. This one is quicker. This one's worked through the offside, straight to the fielder. Chance of a run out. Another direct hit would have done something. Maybe the keeper's end would have done something else. Again, you can sense the pressure. You can feel the pressure on the Cheetahs right now, and the Lions are not letting up. Chasing in a final, there's always going to be pressure. It's never easy, no matter what the run total is, and especially when the run total is 241. And he's been given out there, just caught the under edge of the bat, and now the third one falls for the Cheetahs. Again, another subdue celebration from the Lions. I think they know they have this one in their grasp. 36 for 3 after 5. And the Cheetahs, they really need an answer now. The new batsman is Sai Krishna. And he's got to find a way to put a partnership together with his captain, Srikanth Reddy, coming into bowl. 2 overs left of, excuse me, this is the final over power play. Only 36 runs came from it. It's a vast difference from the Lions power play. I remember that first over went for 15. And at the end of their power play, they were 65 for just a loss of 1. The Cheetahs are 36 for the loss of 3, with still an over to go in the power play. So unless there's a fast change, it seems like the Lions have won both their power play and the Cheetahs. Again, there goes the saying in cricket: if you win the power play, you win the match. Especially in T20 cricket, the power play is a vital portion of the match. They need a skipper's knock from Nilesh Patil, just like India needed one today from Virat Kohli. The Cheetahs need one from Nilesh Patil. He's 2 off, 2 side the other end. He's more than a capable bat himself. Here comes Srikanth. Short, it's chipped up into the air, just over the outstretched arms of the man in the infield, and it's going to run away for 4. So much welcome boundary there. It's just too short outside the off stump. Fortunate that one didn't get put away for 6, but it is a boundary nonetheless. The Cheetahs will take anything that they can get. Again, is this a spark that can get them going? He's got a lot of confidence in his abilities. Remember that 122 yesterday that I've mentioned 2 times previously already. Gets still just that long on, long off setup right now in the outfield. So you gotta bowl fuller. Can't have that short stuff. Does bowl fuller, and there you go. Nilesh looking to take that one through the leg side. Just losing his shape a little bit, and I just want it away from him. Again, the pressure of 240 is going to come on because now Nilesh knows he needs to start get going from these deliveries. He can't take much time. Got to find a way to get boundaries early and often. He knows it, we know it, the lines know it. Just that one zips through. Nilesh, I think, a little bit disappointed he wasn't able to get that one away. The field was not set for that delivery, but that one was much quicker than the first one. Decent fireworks out on Nilesh here. Again, Shrikant would love this wicket. This is the prize. This is the prize wicket here. You get Nilesh, you feel like you have a hand on this trophy. 3 over, 3 balls already bowled, 3 to come. And this one is straight to the fielder. Taking the pace off of that one that time. Again, there's a big difference between what the Cheetahs are doing, what the Lions are doing. The Lions, they've just been so much tighter. They haven't let any stray really down to the leg side and made anything easy. They made the Cheetahs work for every single run. This one in the air, and he split that same gap. This time it was easy. The commentator's curse comes upon Shrikant, and Nilesh gladly obliges, takes that one for 4. And like we said, if it's going to hit a gap, it's going to go for 4 here on this ground. It's a high-scoring ground. This game most certainly is a high-scoring affair. The Cheetahs got to make sure they score. The run rate now just a touch under 14. Just got to start picking stuff up.
Good bowling, good bowling, good bowling. Good bowling, yeah, good bowling.
Final delivery now. Down the leg side, so there's going to be a wide. So freebies again. The Cheetahs will take all the freebies. They gave plenty of them themselves. $16 extras in the name, not many, just all. The Lions really just took it to him with the bat. Can the Cheetahs do the same? Can they start going with the bat? Nilesh is 10 off of 7. Big swipe, slowed it down. There you go, dot ball. Good adjustment there from Shrikant. At the end of 6 overs, the end of power play, 45 for the loss of 3. Safe to say the Lions have won this power play. Picked up a couple different bowling options already. Sai yet to face the delivery. He'll face his first one now. 6 overs, 3 bowling options have been used. Murali Krishna has bowled 3 overs, 18 runs. He's taken all 3 wickets. Be interesting to see if they continue to use him. He is a terrific death bowler, so I'd have to imagine they save him. Chandu, he's 2 overs, 17 runs, and then Shrikant, of course, the 1 over that just went for 9. Sai's going to get to see his first bit of strike here. He's someone who likes to rotate early and then get going. Unfortunately for him, he really doesn't have time to get going. 1, the 2 have to be big hitters. The field is opened up, so a lot more options to put out in the deep. That means there are some more gaps to go ahead and pick. Again, the power play history tells us if you win the power play, you win the match. So far, the Lions have won both power plays. The required run rate is at 14 exactly, then 196 off the next 14 overs. It's going to be Tejas Reddy coming into bowl. The field set up a deep mid wicket, a long on, a long off, and a deep cover. And they add another fielder out there into that cow corner area. And Just one man inside the circle on the leg side. There's plenty of area, vacant area on the leg side if you can just tickle it through. So they just have to make sure he keeps that one on the off. And there's a big shot straight back, just for a quick single. And this is where you want it. Make them play to the offside. That's where your fielders are. Make them try to force one to the leg side. Let them try to swing across the line and get one in the air. He's got to play a skipper's knock here. The Cheetahs need him. This is the prize wicket. He's cut this one through the offside. There is a fielder out in the deep to keep that one just to one. Again, the one positive here so far on this over, no dot balls for the Cheetahs, but they got to make sure they score a couple boundaries every over. Again, run rate now above 14.2, that's required. Slower delivery, right on stumps, and defended for a quick dot ball. Again, the Lions are just bowling tight. They're making them work for everything. I felt on most occasions the Cheetahs switch straight down leg side, make it short and wide. They just gave away some freebies. And then when they had opportunities, they couldn't take them. Lions so far, they've been right on the button. This one up in the air is going to land in no man's land. Will it run away for 4? It's a quick outfield. No, he's going to stop that one, cut it just for 2. So a little bit of extra bounce on that one. Gonna hit the top of size bat. But runs are runs, and the Cheetahs will take runs. They need runs. So back in Tejas first, 5th delivery. Sai slapped this one through the offside, but just straight to the fielder out in the deep. And just for 1, and it's just the way the cookie gets crumbled so far for the Cheetahs. Everything's been going to the hands of the fielders. That one was struck firmly, but no longer the power play, so it's not going to matter. There's a fielder protect that. We saw that go for a boundary in the power play in the first innings. Not this time. This one hit straight back. No fielder is going to stop that one. That's raced away for 4. Firmly struck, and a great way to end the over for the Cheetahs. They end the 7th over 54 for the loss of 3. And Nilesh, I think he knows the task. Came down the track on that one and hit shit straight back.
good bowling, come on, stay focused, boys, stay focused, come on, boys. Come on, boys.
Beautiful bowling, Sticky. Very well bowled, Sticky. Very well bowled, Ra. Nice bowling, Sticky. Nice bowling, Sticky. Very well bowled. Very well bowled. Very well bowled, Ra. Very well bowled, Ra.
Adi, come in.
Bowling, Sticky. Excellent bowling, Ra. Too far, too far. Very well put. Sticky.
Alright, welcome back to this TCL Division 1 T20 final. I apologize for the break in commentary. Since I've been out, the Cheetahs are 64 for the loss of 3. Nilesh starting to get things going. 21 off 13, Sai 7 off of 7. The target's still 241. 8 overs gone, only 12 to go. A lot of runs still to come. Again, they're well behind this required run rate. But they are getting a little bit better at it. They are starting to make a little bit of a move. Again, they got to be led by Nilesh. Required run rate a tickle under 15.
But at least you are making him think.
In the field, it's just a typical field set. Nothing special. Long on, long off. Cow corner. Deep extra cover. Or deep point. And the bowler Tejas, he's coming back in the bowl. He bowled a brilliant first over just for 9 runs. And again, in a game where you need almost 15 runs and over, if you can bowl the 9-run over, you've done really well on your part.
Narendra, sir, bat touch it in November. It help this, sir.
So here we go. In comes the bowler. They just, and it's been cracked away, but there's a fielder out there again. This is why I thought maybe sending out a Nilesh Bhattacharya earlier on would have been a good option in the power play, but again, they did have Omar Ansari, and he was batting well. You know, they thought he could have been the guy. Kirk Thompson, he at least showed some intent, unable to do so. Satya was meant to be the anchoring role, just had an under edge go not his way. Just story of the day, things not going their way. You just need something to go their way. Nilesh with a big swipe, unable to get to it. Wide, deemed by the umpire. They just not happy with it, but the Cheetahs will take it. They will take anything that they can get. They need anything that they can get at this point. Again, they are just struggling to find much of anything. And then back in Tejas after the wide. Is it deemed another one? Yes, it is. Going to be deemed a second wide. And Tejas just doesn't know what where he's talking about. He's asking, where is this a wide? How is this a wide? But wide's being deemed. Just 2 wides in. This time Nilesh gets this one over extra cover. Just away from the fielder is going to be a 4. And there you go. After those 2 wides plus that 4, that means that is a 6. There you go. Quick maths here. And they'll take that 72, 71 moves the score. It's brilliant. 71 runs on the board here in this 9th over. Again, if they can just continue to tick and tick and tick. Again, this team is nowhere near out of it. Everyone's trying to tell me the game is over, game is over. I said, if Nilesh can get going, if Sai can get going, you have something for you. If these two can bat on, I felt they needed one partnership with one guy to be able to continue to rotate, or both guys continue to rotate, and one guy to really take it on. And Sai, he's 8 off of 8. Nilesh is 25 off of 14. He's got to continue to bat on. The ball finding committee is out to find this delivery. They're calling for a new ball. Doesn't seem like they're going to be able to find this ball. It was struck very firmly into the trees. It's a difficult area to find stuff. Yeah, but for Nilesh Bhattacharya, that's a welcome sign. You get some 4s, and he's coming down the track. He's creating some thought at Tejas, and I think he understands that he has to make the bowler do something different. All the pressure is no longer on the bowlers, it's on the batsmen. So he's got to find a way to put some pressure, make them think. Don't let them continue to bowl what they're usually bowling. And he's understanding, if I come down the track, I make them want to push it wider. They don't want to give me anything down the leg side. .71 for 3, and 8.2 is the score. Ball has been brought out. So it seems like they're kind of searching for one. Again, Nilesh 25 off of 14, Sai 8 off of 8. And Nilesh is going to continue to look to put the paint on. He's got to continue to score some boundaries. Long off is very straight. You got a long on, a cow corner, a deep extra cover, and a deep point. He had that 4 to a wider long on area in between long on, or excuse me, long off and deep extra cover. So they just, how did you respond? Had 2 wides and a 4. This time down the leg side, that's going to be a 6. We'll see what the umpires deem. It was hit very firmly. It's going to be deemed 4 rather. Didn't quite get all of it. They just looked for the slower one, and it's going to be a 4. So Nilesh starting to get things going again. You knew if he could just get him some time in the middle, he could get things going. It was the pressure of a final. Would that get to him? And it's not yet. If they can somehow scrape their way to 100 in this next over and a half, that's just another 25 runs. It would be a brilliant stay, and now you're back in business. Again, Nilesh is the key here. This is the prize wicket for Tejas. If he can take it, the fours, the wides as he's bowled, it won't matter. Still 3 balls to come. Nilesh comes down the track again. This time it is definitely a 6. It's straight and it's huge. Like I said, you're not out of it until Nilesh is out. And even then you still have plenty of batting to come, but Nilesh pouring it on. 35 from 16. 160 required off the next 11.2. He's making it seem possible. And the last 3 deliveries, he's scored 14 runs. So here we go, Nilesh Patil, 35 off of 16.
Good thinking, Stevie. Good thinking, Stevie. Well done, boys.
2 balls to come from the over. Keeper's now coming up, and this is actually very good thought process from the keeper. Nilesh had been coming down the crease, now keeping him, making sure he stays inside. I like this adjustment. This is what I'm talking about. I thought the Cheetahs, they had a little bit of a lack of adjustments. Lapses in the field, things of that nature. The Lions, they seem to be very on top of it. This time Nilesh has to stay back, jams him up. They're going to take a single. He's spinning another big over. First really over that you're saying, it's been a really good over for the Cheetahs. Prior to this, you felt everything has gone lines. It's the first over you can look at comprehensively and say, yeah, this is an over where it can change the game. Will it change the game?
Good one, Stevie.
He's missed out on the ball. Luckily still in the crease there. So at the end of 9 overs, the Cheetahs are 82 for the loss of 3 and need 159 in the next 11. Run rate 14.45. So where do the Lions look now? Had a couple, that big over there from Nilesh and Sai. Nilesh really spearheaded, and he's got to be the spearhead to this chase. Again, for Sai, he was a little bit frustrated. They wasn't able to get one going big. And I would say to him, play that Ravi Teja role, continue to knock around, continue to get 1s and 2s, continue to keep Nilesh on strike, and then you find your way into the game. I know he's got a lot of big shots that he can play all on his own. Sometimes it's not necessary to do it by yourself, especially when you have a Nilesh Patil next to you. Someone who's batting incredibly well. Here we go, Ravi Teja. This one hit through covers, it's hit hard, but it's just hit for 1. He's got a wide long off, a deep cover, a straighter long off, a straight long on as well, and a deep mid wicket. Your deep extra cover comes inside the circle now. Again, side, just continue to move it around. If you get one in your zone, go off. You know you can latch onto it and go big. Don't force it. And trying to keep the batsman in the crease. Don't let him come down the track. He went for the one straight back. It's just going to be one out there. So again, for the lines, ones aren't going to hurt you as long as you're not giving up the boundaries. Back in, and what a stop there. Ravi Deja made sure he stopped that one. Unbelievable. Nilesh had struck that so firmly, would have maybe just been one, but Ravi holds it to a dot ball. Unbelievable. Ravi Deja, one of the best fielders that we have in the league, showing exactly why right there. Coming back into Nilesh. Nilesh tries to go big to the leg side, appeal. Would have been high, maybe down the leg side as well. But again, that's a big thing about that. It's a dot. It's another big dot. Pressure mounting on the Cheetahs. There's a lot of pressure. Already a lot of pressure. Now the two dot balls make more pressure. Can that equal the wicket here? This is the prize. This one's hit through covers. There is a fielder out there for Nilesh at covers, so it's just going to be one. It's going to be brilliant over. Just 3 runs from the first 5 deliveries. Even a boundary here won't hurt. Back on. Side sends this one through cow corner. There's a fielder out there in the deep cow corner. A beautiful over for Ravi Deja comes to an end. Just 4 to come off of it. 86 for the loss of 3 after 10. A terrific, when I say terrific, I mean terrific first 10 overs for the Lions. 86 runs just on the board. Could you imagine a better way for the Lions to get themselves through these first 10 overs? The Cheetahs got to find something. They need another 155 off the next 60 deliveries. It's going to be a big struggle for them. Again, 155 off of 60. Can they get it done? We'll have to tune back in here. Nilesh Patel, he's still in the middle, 38 off of 21. Sai Krishna, he's 10 off of 11. Can they find a way to get it done? We'll see right after the break.
अशोक भाई आपको टाइम मिला तो हमारा हीरो का रिकॉर्ड तीसरा रन Let's go Adi, let's go Adi. It bounced a bit. I rolled fingers, right? Bounced a bit. Don't be biased, but give good comment. I listen to it, you should not be biased. Good job, bro. Good job, Hari. Beautiful fielding, Hari. Excellent fielding, Hari. Hari. Beautiful. Great fielding, Hari. Great fielding. Very well done, Ra. Very well done, Ra.
And welcome back to this TCL Division 1 T20 final.
Are you okay now?
Where the Cheetahs, there are 89 for the loss of 3. We're back here, 2 overs bowled in this 11th over. A long way to go for the Cheetahs, but if they have a chance, it's with this man, Nilesh Patel. They need a captain's innings from him. Sai at the other end, more than capable batsman himself. This time a full toss, and it's just hit, carved away through the leg side, but just to the man out in the deep. Again, it feels like there's a sense of urgency from the Lions in the field that we just didn't see from the Cheetahs.
Good job, Adi. Nice bowling, Adi. Nice bowling. Ante, keep it down.
That one close to a no ball. We were on no ball watch for that delivery. Nilesh Patel on strike. He's worked this one straight back, but forced it straight to the fielder. It's just the way the cookie has crumbled for the Cheetahs today. Everything that they found firmly off the bat, just straight to the fielder. Deep extra cover wide, long off, a straight long off, a straight long on, and a deep mid wicket, all in play for the Lions right now, and for Adi. This one carved through covers, and that one's found a gap, and that one's found 4. So much welcome boundary for the Cheetahs. They're going to need a lot more of those. The equation moves to 146 off of 55. 95 from 3 are the Cheetahs side, getting his thing going. Again, if he can get things going, if Nilesh can start to get things going, now we're on to something.
Respect the other.
Ball comes in now, and again, Sai needs a couple of these and over. Nilesh needs a couple of these and over. Nilesh is 40 off of 23, but he wouldn't just be happy with a 50. He wants the whole whammy. That one's beating the batsman, it's beating the keeper, and it's beating everybody. There's going to be 4 off of buys. No one's stopping it down there, so they'll take boundaries. The Cheetahs need runs, and they'll take runs. 99 for the loss of 3 after 11. Need 142 off of 54. It's going to be a very tough chase from here on out, but it's still doable. Run rate, however, is going to be a big factor. The required run rate is now 15.78, a tickle under 16. Two to three boundaries are going to be a must-have every single over, and the Lions have not been making it easy. Field remains the same. And the bowler remains the same. Ravi Teja had a great first over, just went for 4. He was one of the 4 bats that came out. She was one of the 5 bats that come out for the Lions. Scored 36 off of 30. Played brilliantly, played to what his role was to continue to rotate, keep the big hitters on strike, and then get going when you needed to, and that's what he did. Nilesh needs to get going right now. He is. Hit straight back. This time Ravi can't do anything about it. But no mistake by Murali Krishna out in the deep. Just keep that one to a single. Oh, and how about that one? Hits the edge of the pitch. Not much anyone could do for that. And they already scrambled back for a second, so they'll take that all day long. I think everyone and their mama thought it was a single. Hits the edge of the wicket. Bada bing, bada boom, he gets another run. So Ramesh Bhatta gets another shot at Ravi. This time lofted straight back, fielder there. And I think he's 4. And then it is going to be deemed 4. Good spirit of the game there to give that one 4. Good start to the over. 6 runs coming off of it for Nilesh. He's 46 off of 25. Coming back in, Nilesh again goes straight. And again, it's just going to be 1. Even something bizarre happening off of the wicket. This time nothing bizarre happening. You can hear revving up in your phones right now. You know the Cheetahs want to rev up themselves. They want to speed this up. Their current run rate 9.22. The required run rate 15.88. Again, 2 to 3 boundaries is a must-have every single over. Side tries to give it, it's lofted. It's going to be a tough catch if it happens, and it's going to be 4. No catch, no stop, 4 runs. First lapses in the field here for the Lions. Again, we're just an in-betweener, not sure whether to go for it or save the boundary. Really just get half-hearted of both, and that one's always going to be 4. So 131 off of 50 now. Again, they need at least 1 more boundary in the next 2 deliveries. That's just what's required. That's the position they're in. Get a dot ball. Again, you can't have those. Dot balls are going to be the killer of this chase. Sai knows that he knows they need a boundary, and he's been trying to get one to get there. He just hasn't found it yet. Goes big again and misses everything once again. There you go. 12 overs gone, 110 runs on the board, 131 needed off of 48. A chance for this over to go the Cheetahs' way. They just needed 1 boundary and 2 balls, unable to do so. Score reads 110 for the loss of 3 of 131 needed off the next 48. And these two have got a little partnership going, but they're going to need something bigger. So Adi comes back in. He's first over went for 9 runs. Again, the Lions would not mind overs going for 9 runs. 131 needed off of 48. Nilesh on strike. It's a straight back. It's just going to be 1.
Good effort, good effort. That's all right, that's all right.
Again, for the Cheetahs, it's just frustrating, but it's a matter of a single, double, 3 boundaries and over. If you can somehow manage that, you're at a point. Again, single, a double, 3 boundaries and over. So Adi coming into Sai now. Full toss, Sai hits it up in the air. Has he cleared everything? Yes, he has, and there you go. There's a 6, and a much needed 6 for the Cheetahs. There you go. That's 1 of 3 that you want every single over. And Adi with the rare freebie from the Lions. Score moves to 117 now. Sai moves to 26. More importantly, 124 off of 46. Coming back in. This one's hit straight back. Commentators, watch out! That one's hit straight back for a second 6, so 2 6s off the previous 2 deliveries. Lovely stroke in the commentators box. We all got up. That was maybe 3-4 inches to my left. It was firmly struck by Sai, and this is the over they've established that they're going to latch onto. So Sai getting it going 6 off of 6. Which means 2 6s in the last 2 deliveries. 32 off of 20 now.
Boys! Just 15 and over! 15 and over, keep going!
You hear 15 and over, and that is what it is. It's 15.73.
15 runs and over, boys, keep going!
On this type of ground, anything is possible.
Don't motivate your players.
Good boy, just 15 and over, just 15 and over! Not 12 already, keep going!
13 runs already off of the over, 2 6s in the single. So they're well on their way here. Again, these are the overs they can start teeing off. Sai's 32 off of 20, 118 off of 45. He's making it seem possible, Sai. Okay, he's more than a capable bat. He can spearhead this. And if him and Nilesh are there for the next, say 3, 4, 5, next 5 overs, you can see a significant chunk of this run chase out. They'd want to see it to the very end. These are the 2 you want to the very end. Will it be the 2 at the very end? Or will Adi and the other Lions bowlers have a say? Well, it's Sai's over right now. That's in the vacant region.
That's it, buddy! That's it,
And 3 balls, 3 boundaries, 2 6s and a 4. So there you go, 17 coming off this over already.
Keep going, lads,
And this is the over they've said they're going to tee off. Adi straying down to the leg side. It's just an easy flick of the wrist. Who said this chase was off? It's definitely on.
Keep going, boys, keep going, boys!
And I think some rejuvenation in the Cheetahs dugout.
Keep going, boys!
Sai, 36 runs to his name, 114 needed off the next 44. Again, Adi just struggled to find it.
Keep going, lads, keep going, boys!
But Sai's made his intentions known. He's picked the gaps, he's gone aerial into good areas. Try to go through the offside, this one under edge, and it's gonna run away for 4. And what an over this has been. 21 runs from this over. It's been a huge over. The biggest of the day. 110 off 43. The grasp that the Lions had on the cup seems to be loosening. The Cheetahs are right back in it, and this partnership is spearheading it. Still a ball to come. 1, 6, 6, 4, 4.
That's it, boys.
That's 21 runs already in the over with still a ball to come. Another boundary here would be an absolute huge shake in the mix. 21 runs from the first 5 balls. What can come from the last? Can the Lions get the last laugh? This one chipped over the top, and that's another 4. And what an over from the Cheetahs. It's an outside edge, but it's over the top, and it's finding the luck now the Cheetahs were looking for. 106 off of 42 now reads the equation, and an absolute brilliant stuff there from Sai Krishna. He's now 44 off of 23, and the Cheetahs are getting it going. 15.41 is the required run rate. If they can keep this up in the next couple overs, the Cheetahs are right back in it. Don't leave your seats. This is the game. A lot of other exciting matches happening at TCL too. We have 3 games being streamed simultaneously. The first time that has happened. Yesterday was the first time we had 2 streams simultaneously. Now the first time we got 3.
Keep going.
Now they need Nilesh and Sai to continue on. They're starting to get things going here. You can't lose a wicket. The Lions get a wicket here. They're getting some daylight back. Who do the Lions turn to? This is a crucial stage in the match.
On target, be on target. Keep going, keep going.
This is the crucial stage. Again, this is the over.
You can't win the toss in the finals. I'll go first.
And you look at this. You look at what happened here. You see that the Cheetahs are starting to get things going. They're starting to find their rhythm, find a groove. And this is the critical fixture in a match. This is where it needs to be. The Cheetahs are starting to get some momentum. Can the Lions rip it from them?
Keep going, boys. Keep going, boys.
Or will the Cheetahs run away with it? They have the momentum in their grasp. Can they run with it now? Ravi Teja back into the attack. Nilesh on 48. More importantly, the Cheetahs need 106.
They're under pressure. Keep going, boys. You're going to look pressure.
Here we go. Ball comes in, it's short, it's pulled away. Fielders are running to it. It should at least be 2. Oh, there's a misfield in the deep. And they do just prevent it from being a 4. It is only going to be 2. The misfield doesn't affect them as much. Nilesh unable to get it going. 15.22 the required run rate. 104 off 41. Nilesh got to his 50. 50 up for Nilesh. It's been a brilliant knock, but they need him to keep going. He's 50 off of 28. A subdue celebration from him. But in shots like that, he's gonna love. It's one bounce and it's through. The fielder turned his back onto the ball. There was a fielder there. And there's 4. He's at 54 runs now, Nilesh. And again, a misfield and things that hadn't happened to the Lions. They're starting to happen. The pressure. They're starting to feel some of it. 100 off the next 40 deliveries. That's what's required. Required run rate moves to 15. And who said the Cheetahs were out? I told you they got plenty of batting to come, and these 2 can get it done.
Let's go.
And the Lions are starting to lose some composure here. That's a ball we've seen been fielded so cleanly throughout the second innings. This time unable to do so. Pressure, it's a fickle thing, it's a funny thing. Cricket's a funny game. When you combine the 2, no telling what can happen. This time straight back over the top, and that's a 6. Watch out the car.
Yes, Neely.
And there's another 6.
That's beautiful batting,
Straight back over the top, and you can hear his beautiful batting.
That's it, boy.
Nilesh, he's hot off of 122 yesterday.
Keep going.
You can hear the Cheetahs duck out. They're feeling it. 60 off of 30, Nilesh is in a groove. He hits it again. Could that be a catch? Oh, and it's come out of the hands.
That's it, boys.
And the Lions now making mistakes. They had it.
That's the drop catch we need, buddy. Keep going.
The The Lions hadn't dropped, they hadn't made mistakes, and now the mistakes are coming. Now Sai on strike. 13 runs to come from the over so far. 2 balls to come, they need 2 runs to get to 15. 93 off of 38. This feels a lot like what it was yesterday for the Stars chasing.
Keep going, boy.
It's a big ask, but this ground, anything is possible. The way these two are going, anything is possible. 1 wicket changes it. Oh, the innovation that time! The Dill scoop comes out, and that's gonna run away for 4. And 1 and over, Sai Krishna, he's feeling it now. He's in a groove.
Everything that happened over here now. Keep going.
Ravi Teja's first over went for 4. Since then, his 2.5 has gone 32. The next 1.5 overs have gone for 32 runs. 28 runs from the last 1.5. It's been brilliant. 89 off of 37 now. The Cheetahs are firmly back in this match.
Keep going, Neelish. Keep going, boys. Keep going,
But again,
boys.
1 wicket changes everything here for the Lions. That's all you got to tell yourself. It's a matter of 1 wicket. But for the Cheetahs, you got to keep this up every single over from here on out. So here we go, 89 off of 37. Sai on strike, last ball of the over. A wicket would be huge. And almost, he's missed out on everything there. The keeper was up. And there you go, end of that over. 14 overs gone, 152 on the board, 89 off the next 36 required. Sai's on 48, Nilesh is on 61. The Cheetahs need them to finish this game off. The Lions did have a costly drop in this previous over. They dropped Nilesh. The Cheetahs had made a couple drops in their innings as well. Had 2 catches that counted, 1 catch off a free hit. Other than that, they were dropping most.
Got 1 left, Neelish. This is last over. After this, there's no more bowling. 1 left.
It's going to be Murli Krishna Ankaraj. You can hear 1 over left, so you have to be able to negotiate this over.
Let's go, go, fellas. After that, y'all can carry the park. Keep going, keep going.
Has to negotiate this over here. Nilesh and Sai. 89 up 36.
89 runs for 36 balls. You got this, boys. You got this, boys.
And Murli Krishna, he's taken all 3 wickets today. The key for him would be take 1 more. Can he take 1 more? Can he deliver? Or Nilesh Patel and Sai Krishna get their way? You can see Sai practicing that aggressive sweep. You know Murli Krishna's going to try the Yorker. That's the ball he loves. He's a great death bowler. He showed it for the Cardinals. Can he show it for the Lions? He showed it with the bat. Can he show it once again with the ball? 3 overs, 18 runs, 3 wickets. He wants at least 1 in this over. It's his last one. Slower ball, shortstop, and Nilesh, he gets onto that one. The fielder's there, but it won't matter. It's 6. Nilesh latched onto it early, picked the rolling of the fingers, and 6 more to Nilesh. 83 now off of 35.
What did I see, boys? Keep going, keep going.
That's the patented Murli Krishna delivery, the slower Yorker. You knew one of them was going to come. That time just too far down the leg side into his arc. He's got to move it outside the off stump here. This time it's a full toss. That's going to be into the gap, and no fielder's going to stop it. There's another 4. And they're negotiating this over beautifully. There's no negotiating. They are taking the handshake, and they've made the deal already. 10 runs off of 2 deliveries, 79 now off of 34. The run rate is back under 14 for the first time since the power play. Again, pressure is a big funny thing. Cricket is a funny game. And when you combine the two, there's no telling what can happen. Another fielder being brought into that cow corner region, daring Nilesh to go anywhere else but the leg side. They're taking the fielder out in the deep on the offside. Daring him to try to go inside out and open up the stumps. Does Nilesh oblige? Goes offside that time, it was wide. And too easy for Nilesh. He gets some style points on that one. Stays on the knee, admires the shot, and do admire it. He's 75 off the 34, and now 75 more required off of 33. An absolute turn of a shot there, Murali Krishna. Not bowling to the field, he just got hit to the leg side, just added a fielder to the leg side, and he goes well outside the off stump, and that one's too easy, just has to lift it over the top. The Brain Trust having a word now with Grish. He's been their best bowler today, but through the first 3 deliveries, 3 boundaries, 14 runs from the first 3 deliveries. If they can continue to pile it on and make Murali Krishna's final over be an over the Cheetahs want, now you got something for yourself. Nilesh again hot off of his 122 yesterday. Can he add another 25 runs to get to another 100? They need 75 more runs. Pressure. This is a T20 final, Division 1. Still no fielders deep on the offside, just the long off. So daring him to play through the covers. Murali's got to hold middle stump here. You got to hold on to middle stump. Dare him to go anywhere else. Can't let dare him to go inside out. He goes slower. He goes to the cow corner region. Should just be 1. And it's well stopped by the man out of the deep. So a sigh relief from both the Cheetahs and the Lions. The Cheetahs relieved that one, didn't carry to the fielder. The Lions relieved it, didn't find the boundary. But still a great over. 2 balls to go.
Come on, side. Just 2 balls to negotiate, buddy. Just 2 balls.
15 runs from the over so far. Sai 2 away from his 50. You've done brilliantly. Murali Krishna hasn't had the greatest last over. Oh, there's the dill scoop once again, and it's in a vacant backward square region. They should push 2. It should go 4. It's going to be 3. That's tremendous running. And Sai, he's showing all the shots, and there's his 50. He's 51 off of 26. Him and Nilesh have been the spears to lead this this Cheetahs attack so far.
Well played, well played.
71 from the next 31 required. A match that was all Lions the first 75% of the way through. It feels like the Cheetahs are finding a way to crawl back into it. 1 ball to go for Murali Krishna. He's got 1 ball to make something happen. Can he take his 4th wicket? Can he get number 4? Wicket number 4. You would think change the game. Don't go anywhere, folks. It's only getting better. Tell your friends it's only getting better. They don't want to miss this one. Last ball of the 15th over. Last ball of Murali Krishna. And that's going to be played away. And it's going to be 4. And what a way to end. He went for the bouncer. Not enough pace. Not well directed enough. Nilesh moves to 80. 67 from 30 now. The required run rate, 13.4. Nilesh is 80 off of 36, Sai Krishna 51 off of 26, and the Lions, they're scrambling here. They need an answer. They haven't found the answer. The Cheetahs have found their answers, and it's come in the form of Nilesh Patel and Sai Krishna. Drama unfolding. Who thought this was going to be a boring final? It's going to be a close finish. There's no doubt about it.
Lovely body, boys.
And here we go. Nilesh 80 off of 36. Sai 51 off of 26. 67 needed off the next 30.
Beautiful, 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 boys. Beautiful, boys.
Sai's going to be on strike for this over.
Boys.
Where do they go? Looks like they're going to go Chandu. They're going to go spin. They're going to slow it down. Sai's been playing the dill scoop. He's been using the pace well. I do think it's a good move. I think they missed a trick maybe in the previous over going with Anil. Going with the Chandu, slowing it down for Nilesh. But hindsight, of course, is 2020. Chandu, he's bowled 2 over 17 runs. He's bowled well. Can he get another one to come? Again, a wicket changes the game here. There was a terrific previous over.
Keep going, boys. Keep going, boys.
Went for 22
going, boys.
runs. 67 off of 30 here. Required run rate 13.4. It's going to come down to the wire, folks.
Let's go.
Don't go anywhere. Tell your friends. Tell everybody. They need to come right back here. They need to watch this match. This is what we call an ending to a TCL T20 Division 1 championship. We had a terrific ending last year. Can we get another terrific ending? Again, Sai Krishna 51. Another spot till 80. 67 needed off of 30. Chandu has the ball in his hand for the first time in a very long time. Coming around the wicket. Sai looking to cut it. Sai has struggled against the spinners. He struggled with some pace. Anything off the length, Sai hasn't really gotten. If you get it into his arc, he's going to hit you away. But Sai, can't say he's really struggled the way he's batting. So here we go, 67 off of 29. Every dot ball is important. Sai looks to go big. Keeper ain't able to handle it. And Nilesh scampers away for a quick single. This is great stuff. Great awareness from Nilesh. Chandu fired it in. It came off of the keeper's gloves. It's very hot. There's a fielder at fine leg. And they're all able to sneak away for a single off a bye. Brilliant from Nilesh there. Fielders at long on. Cow corner long off in deep cover.
You got this, Nilesh. You got this, Nilesh.
You can hear you got this, Nilesh, and the way he's batting, you would think so. There's a deep mid wicket as well. They're daring him to play anywhere but the leg side. They're daring him to play in between cover and long off, behind cover. Here we go. What can Chandu do? He's coming around the wicket. He's creating that angle through the leg side. Nilesh goes, doesn't, gets the inside edge. It's just going to be another run that goes down to fine leg. And this is brilliant. As long as you're not giving up boundaries, you'll find yourself in a good spot. It's 65 off of 27. They still need 14 runs and over. The way the previous overs are going, it felt like Cheetahs were right back, but they need to find a way to pick away a boundary or two. This is what I was saying. I thought maybe they go spinner earlier. They're liking pace on the ball. Take it off. Nonetheless, Chandu comes in. Sai tries to go for the big slog sweep, unable to get much onto it. Just going to be a single. Terrific over so far from Chandu. He's earning himself a 4th over. Again, pressure's building. Does a rash shot come out here from Nilesh? He's played to the merit most of the time today. But with the pressure building, needing 14 runs, needing at least 2 boundaries. Goes big, no one there, and it's going to be 4 runs. Nilesh got completely under that one and was able to get it over. 4 runs, brilliant. I said they were daring him to play between long off and deep extra cover, and he does exactly that. You can hear the chants, Nilesh, Nilesh, Nilesh. Those were the chants yesterday after he scored a 122. He's on 85 right now, 60 off the next 25. 14.4 required and over. And a second boundary, that's 1-6. Don't even worry about it, save your legs. And Nilesh moves into the 90s. What was a terrific over, ends in a 4 and a full toss, 6. 54 off the next 24. Required run rate 13.5. Nilesh in the 90s. He's on 91 off 39. Sai Krishna's 52 off of 29. They're taking the attack to the Lions. And I'm glad you're telling you.
Keep going, Nilesh. You got this, boy. You got this side. Let's go, lads. Let's go, lads. Beautiful body, beautiful body.
And it's a brilliant finish here. Don't y'all go anywhere. We got another 4 overs of T20 cricket here in TCL in Division 1, and it's going to be a brilliant 4 overs. 54 off the next 24. Nilesh Patil 91 off of 39. Can he get yet another 100 on CF1, where the site of this final? I want to thank all you guys for participating in this year's T20. I want to thank you guys for tuning in this year's T20. I want to thank our umpires, Alvin Barnett and Parveen Goyat, for coming in and umpiring this terrific match. Again, it's been all Lions. 75% of this match belonged to the Lions, and it still could belong to the Lions, but the Cheetahs have started to claw back. They're getting themselves back into it. Again, 54 off of 24. Sai is going to be on strike.
That's it, boys.
It's going to be Street Gone Thready.
Keep going.
Street Gone Thready coming into bowl. I'm not sure about it. Keeping the pace on. Sai's enjoy the pace. There is a fine leg inside the circle. There's a deep cover. There's a long off, a long on, and a deep mid-wicket. The long on is more cow cornery and a deep third man. So they have players behind the square. Where do you bowl? The field would suggest you bowl full and straight. But the way Sai's batting, it suggests that don't bowl full and straight. Bowl anything but. Again, when the pace is on, Sai's performed real well. I'm not sure about the move here. Got to slow it down. He goes short. It's been pulled away. There's fielders there, but has he hit the gap? No fielder does well. Just keep it a 1. Well done in the deep by Ravi.
Not down side. That's it, buddy. That's it, side. Keep going, side.
But now for Nilesh, he has a chance. Pace on. He likes it.
Keep going, boys.
He's been hitting them all over the park. Anywhere you want it, any direction you want it. Bring out the wagon wheel if we had it. It's going to be a terrific finish. 53 for the next 23, 13.8, the required run rate. This one's hit straight. Could be a catch. Should be a catch. Oh, and he's taking a blinder! One-handed on the boundary! This is one of the best catches you'll ever see. No one will ever see it. I haven't seen a better catch in my life. He had completely overran it, misjudged it, and stuck his hand out Odell Beckham style at long on cow corner region. And Nilesh Patil goes to a blinder of a catch. And if the Lions win, it's that moment you can point to. That catch by Ravi Teja. Unbelievable.
Keep going, boys.
That may have been one of the greatest catches I've ever seen in my life. And it's such a shame that we can't show it to you. Again, he had overran it, felt like he misjudged it, needed to go up with one hand, came up with one hand, and somehow it stuck and it came down with it. Oh my days. Come on, son, Ravi Teja. He has put the Lions back in front of this match. Nilesh Patil has to walk back in disappointment. Again, if the Lions end up winning this match, this is the moment you turn to. In absolute disbelief and shock. Or everybody involved. The Lions were shocked when he caught it. The Cheetahs bench was shocked. Nilesh Patil was shocked. Sai Krishna was shocked. I was shocked. No, everyone was shocked. One of the greatest catches you ever see on a cricket field. What a catch from Ravi Teja, one of the best fielders in TCL, and he showed exactly why. It's been subdued celebrations pretty much all day until that moment. That one, you could hear the animation, you could hear the desire, the want, and how the Lions felt like they were right back in it. Nilesh Patil has to go 91 runs. He played a brilliant innings. Sai's like pace on. And they just took a brilliant catch, the Lions, getting back to their ways at the beginning of this innings. This time Sai outside edge, should be catch, and the Cheetahs falling apart. There goes number 2, avoiding a collision, and Chandu takes the catch. He collided with Vikram, and now Sai has to go. You hear the animation, you can hear it from the Lions. They feel like they firmly grasp the one side of this cup right now. The equation reads 53 off of 21. Sai Krishna has to go, and 2 brand new batsmen in the middle. Vikas Bhatt's gonna be the other one. Who's gonna be the other? Absolute disbelief for the Cheetahs. Ecstasy for the Lions.
Faraz out Vikas, boys. Come on, bring it on, boys. Bring it on, boys. Bring it on, bring it on,
Shrikant
boys.
does his job, getting both of the set batsmen. Nilesh undone by one of the greatest catchers you ever see. A little bit too quick, that one for his side. Catches the outside edge, caught it backward point. There was a collision, but it didn't matter. They hung on. Vikas Butt's going to be on strike. Faraz Rafi at the non-strike. 53 off of 21. Where else would you rather be than watching the TCL T20 Division 1 Championship here at CF1? What a turn of events. Everything went back in the Cheetahs' way. And the win probability meter just flipped straight back to the Lions. Lefty on strike, Vikas Butt. He's gonna have to pull the rabbit out of the bag. He's gonna have to find something magical.
Faraz, you got this, buddy. You got this, Faraz. You got this, boys. Keep going.
And that's right, you heard Faraz Rafi at the non-strike.
Keep going,
Vikas
boys.
Butt
Keep
at the
going,
strike.
boys.
And it's a whole new ball game now.
Don't worry about it, fellas. Just keep going. Keep going. They're under all the pressure. Keep going.
What is to come? Vikas and Faraz play spoiler, or the Lions defend this mammoth total. It's another mammoth challenge for the Cheetahs. They dug themselves out of the first hole. There you go, single straight away from Vikas, understanding the assignment. But remember, the 2 wickets are 2 dot balls. That's the biggest factor. Single,
Keep going,
dot,
boys.
dot,
Keep going.
and 1. The 2 batsmen, again, brand new. Faraz Rafi, he's got a lot of experience. 52 off 20. He's got a lot of experience under his belt. He's played in a lot of these finals, both PL and T20.
You're the man, Faraz. You're the man, Faraz. You're the man, Faraz.
Again, just gotta pick a gap. Gotta find a way to get 2 boundaries to finish off the over. Salvage somewhat of this over. Otherwise, the task becomes ever so more daunting. This outside edge, fielder's there. It's gone to the left of him. Can he get to it? He's done. He saved the boundary. He's done well. Everything that the Lions needed there. 2 runs to Faraz. Faraz has got a cover region open. Deep cover's open. There's a deep extra cover. So he's trying to go a little bit inside out here. The leg side is packed with fielders outside, offside with the fielders inside. It's been a testing final here. Ups and downs for both sides. And we'll get another extra bit of drama here in the 17th over. Here we go. Last delivery of the 17th. Faraz hits it straight back. Fielder coming around, could stop it. And he does well. Is it going to trickle over? And I think it has, and it has taken over for 4. And a much needed boundary for the Cheetahs. They get it. So they salvage what was an over. That was all Lions able to salvage it for something. 46 from 18 is their equation.
That's it, boys. Keep going. Keep going.
Faraz Rafi 6 off of 2. 46 off of 18. So here we go. 3 overs to go. 46 runs needed. The prize distribution is being set up here. President, Vice President. Everybody's here. Everyone and their mother is here. Nowhere to be but right here, right now.
Come on, Vicky. You got this, buddy. I'm backing you, Vicky. You
Vikas Butt's got to find a way to either get a boundary or get off strike.
Guys, keep doing this, boys.
It's going to be Chandu coming into volley. Bowled well. He caused Sai and Nilesh to struggle. Can he be the master man here? Srikanth had a brilliant over. Can Chandu replicate it? Well, there's your quick single. Vikas would push for 2, but I think it's just going to be 1, and it is. Lines are not missing in the field. Good throws, good collections. But now it's on Faraz here. Again, the man, the experienced player. He's been around the league for quite some time here. I don't remember a time where he wasn't in the league. Don't remember a time where he wasn't playing big moments. Same field, long off, long on. Cow corner, deep mid wicket, deep extra cover. Faraz has got to find a way to pierce the gap and get it for 4. He needs it, his team needs it. Chandu needs to find a way to put up a dot ball or just a single. Can't give up a boundary. The fielders know as long as they don't give up boundaries, they're walking home with it. Go straight back. It should just be 1. And it's just going to be 1 throw. And yeah, stopped well. Again, making the righty-lefty movements, but it won't matter. They don't mind making the righty-lefty movements. As long as there are no boundaries, as long as not the ball finding committee doesn't come out, they'll be just fine. Again, the game-changing over was the previous over. Ravi Teja with the game-changing catch, the one-handed blinder at cow corner to dismiss Nilesh Patil. And then the very next delivery, top edge Sai, finding Chandu at point. Chandu avoiding a collision with Vicky. Can he find a collision with the stumps? This one could be a run out, should be a run out, and it is! Unbelievable job there. Chandu, boy, straight back to him, dove out to his right, threw it straight to the keeper's hands, and the keeper just had to make a little bit touch of the bails. Faraz has to go. And the Cheetahs' hopes, they're blurring away. The shadows are covering up, the clouds are covering up their light. Can the new man in create something magical? Faraz Rafi's walking back. Vikas Butt's going to be at the non-strike. Varun Papuri, he's coming in. Still 44 runs to get, 15 balls to go. The lines have come back beautifully. Again, this game, just 2 overs ago, the Cheetahs had all the momentum, but momentum is a fickle thing, and the lines are redefining it right now. Again, the one-handed, the game changed with the one-handed blinder by Ravi Teja. A catch we wish we had on camera, but might be one of the greatest catches that you'll never see. On the boundary at cow corner, one-handed, stuck it up in the air, looked like Odell Beckham Jr. against the Dallas Cowboys on Monday night. Next ball, Chandu gets the catch. Sateja goes and Srikanth has a brilliant over, taking those 2 wickets. Chandu with the run out here. Varun Papuri comes in. He knows he has to go from ball 1. There's no other option. Goes from ball 1, but just to the fielder for 1. Vikas pushing 2. A little bit of a fumble could allow it, and they do allow it. Varun gets back. Little bit of a fumble on the field allows that too, but again, as long as there's no boundaries, the lines are going to be okay. Again, Varun has to get one to clear everybody. There's no other way around it. And this one, up in the air, running underneath it, and it's going to be dropped by the lines. They're going to push for 2. Again, chipped up, but the catch drop doesn't truly matter. As long as you're not allowing those boundaries, but you want to take that one, you want to put them away while you can. The momentum's on your side. Does that drop there give Varun Papuri what he needs? Does that give him the gas he needs to get going? 40 off of 13. They're required to run it above 18. They need 3 6s and over. They need at least get a boundary in this over. Have to have it. And that one's just going to be 1. They could push 2. And Varun says no, he just wants 1. So brilliant over. 39 needed off of 12. It's above 3 runs every delivery now, and Varun's gonna have to find a way to put these balls and clear them to the boundary. All the options available now. Just have to hit a line of length. Varun's only played 3 deliveries. Vikas has only played 3 deliveries. There's no more Nilesh, just no more Sai. It's gonna be Srikanth. A well-deserved over from him. He deserves this one. Again, took the 2 wickets, Nilesh and Sai. Got the extra bounce to dismiss Sai. Got the amazing catch from Ravi Teja to dismiss Nilesh. Again, that's the moment we're gonna forever be talking about. The Lions walk away with this trophy. That's the moment you look to. Of course, that batting innings 240. Started off by, of course, Srikanth and Vikram at the beginning. Ended by Dalanda Reddy Musku and Murli Krishna Ankaraju. But that catch by Ravi Teja, that might be the biggest moment we've had. Here we go, Srikanth coming into Varun. Varun needs a boundary basically every delivery now. That's what it is. Thick outside edge, it might run away before. No, there is a deep third man who just prevents it. Just keeps it 1, they're pushing 2. Could be a run out. Oh, he's missed everything, so they do get it. So good heads up play there from Varun, understanding who the fielder is out there in the deep, understanding the arm isn't going to come in as quickly. We can run for 2. But again, he knows they need boundaries every single delivery from here on out. It's got to happen. As long as the Lions prevent that, they'll be walking out of here as a TCL Division 1 T20 champions. This delivery comes in, Varun unable to get any bat on it at all, and there it goes. The eagle deliveries here on out basically end the game. It's still mathematically possible. 1 huge over changes everything, but the pressure is mounting on 2 batsmen who haven't seen a lot of deliveries. Even for Nilesh and Sai, took them a while to get themselves in. But Booty hits it straight up into the air. It's going to land safely. Ravi is running underneath it. Just 1. They're pushing 2. Throw comes to the keeper end. Beautiful throw. Oh, and he didn't have the ball in his hand.
Run, boys. Well done.
I think Booty was in. I'm not sure if the ball was in his hand either. Again, but they need every run that they can get. They need boundaries here. The equation reads 35 from 9. The Lions are firmly in front now. Here it is. 3 balls to go. 3 boundaries are needed here from the Cheetahs. Gempa Booty delivery. He's held everything to the leg side. If he can just get 1 to the offside, there is some vacant areas against the same field that we've had all game long. Tries to go another big swipe to the leg side. Slower delivery. Great changeup from Srikanth. And Booty struggling. He frustrated. Again, long on. Long off, deep extra cover, along with that deep mid-wicket fielder, along with the deep third man. So, gotta try to get this one over long off. Can you get it over long off, Varun? It's 2.2. They want a 6. They want a boundary. This one's hit straight back. It could have run away for 4. No, it's just gonna be 1. Well done by the fielder inside the circle. Not timed as well as we had seen throughout the day, and Vikas Bhatt will play the final delivery of the over. 34 off of 7. That's what it reads. You can see Varun on his knees. He knows. He knows. He knows what's required. He knows he hasn't delivered it yet, and they know they need something spectacular. Again, it's still not mathematically impossible, but the next over becomes pressure. Pressure. Again, I think a lot of people go back and look to the moment where the Cheetahs chose to chase. Finds the under edge. It's going to find the keeper's arm. So they're going to scamper away for a single. No, it doesn't find any of it. 33 off 6. So you know what that means. We're looking for a Yuvraj Singh. We can now say a Jaskran Malhotra type over. We're looking for a 6-6s now. Can we get it? It's going to be Vikas Butt on strike. It's not going to be easy. No one said it was going to be easy, but that's what these finals are. They're hard. No matter where you are, the finals are hard. Can they cut it up? Over the lines once again, hold that T20 trophy. Missed out on the final last year. Can they get it back? And lost in the semifinals last year. The TCL youth side. They've been on a vengeance since. They're a winning side here in TCL. They're a consistent winner. They've given the ball to Ravi. Again, he had the blinder of a catch to dismiss the other spot that would really change the format of this match. It changed the face of it. Gave them the upper hand. They've had it for a majority of the match. It felt like the Cheetahs were taking it back. The lines, they have it in their grasp. Fielders all on the leg side. They're dispersed there. Deep mid-wicket, deep backward square leg, cow corner, long on, and just a long off. So saying, if you want to hit me through cover, hit me through cover. But you got to get 6 through cover. Big swing, hits the ground, just going to be 1. And now all you need is 5 more legal deliveries, and it's over. 5 legal deliveries from Ravi Teja gives the Lions the cup. They find those 5 legal deliveries. Field comes in. There is still that deep mid wicket. Deep. There's a cow corner. Long on, long off. Deep extra cover. Again, daring him to hit 6s on the offside, but it doesn't matter where you hit it now. You need a wide. You need something special. You need something to happen. That could be it. No, it's going to be a dot ball. So there you go. 32 off of 4. And I need a bunch more wides, and now the equation becomes firmly impossible. Again, 4 deliveries, 4 legal deliveries separate the Lions. This one is slashed away. It's going to be 4. No chase, no worry from the Lions. So just a little too late. 28 from 3. Again, 3 legal deliveries ended. And you can see it on the faces of the Cheetahs players. They feel like they had it. Their spot was so close to another 100 on CF1. Just snagged out of it, just robbed out of it. Why? Because of the greatest catch you'll never see by Ravi Teja. The Lions, they deserved to win this game. They were up front from 75% of it. She just had that glimpse of hope. Oh! And there's the one wrinkle you're looking for. You need a lot more of those if you're the Cheetahs. You need 10 more to be exact. This one hit up in the air. Fielder out there. Should just stop that one. Does stop it. They're going to come back for 2, so make it 25 from the remaining 2 deliveries. Again, 2 deliveries set. 2 deliveries separate the Lions from the cup. All calm on the faces, all relaxed, but you know when 2 balls are up. Odin hits them straight back just for a single. 1 delivery, that's all it is. 1 delivery separates it. It's going to be Vikas Butt on strike. The field doesn't change. They don't send anybody out. Oh no, they have to change the field here. No one goes out, but they are moving the infield. And as soon as this ball is bowled, celebrations will deploy. Loops it all the way up. It's hit up in the air. Is it going to fall short of being 6? Saves it from being 4. And there it is. You can see emotion on display. Ravi Teja knows what he has just done. The Lions know what they have just done. They have just won the T20 World. They've just won the T20 Cup here for TCL. Almost at the T20 World Cup. And for them, it does feel like it. The Lions, they get it done here. They beat the Cheetahs, holding them off from chasing down their 240 runs. A sigh of relief almost, it feels like, from the Lions. They felt like they had it and then they felt like they were about to lose it. They get it done. The Lions with the bat, 240 runs. Shrikant 38 off of 20. Vikram Ravi Kumar 47 off of 32. Ravi Teja 36 off of 30. Jalandhar Reddy Musku 72 off of 32. Murali Krishna 31 off of 8 not out, along with Jalandhar, who was also not out. The bowlers, everyone was just getting smacked around in their spot till 4 overs, 59 runs and a wicket. Harunik Ball, 3 overs, 26 runs and a wicket. Varun Papuri had an over 20 runs and a wicket. Vivek Umbale an over 14 runs, no wickets. Vikas Bhatt, 2 overs, 23 runs. Sagar Sane, 4 overs, 44 runs. Omar Ansari, 3 overs, 31 runs. And Sai Krishna, 2 overs, 19 runs. And then with the bat, Omar Ansari got it started, 16 off of 9. Satya Acharya, 13 off of 16. Then you also had Kirk Thompson, 2 off of 3. Nilesh Patil, he was the man of the hour, 91 off of 40 before that terrific catch by Ravi Teja. You had 53 off of 31 for Sai Krishna, and then dismissed shortly after this. Right after him, Vikas Bhatt not out, 5 off of 6. Faraz Rafi run out, 7 off of 3 by Chandu. And then Varun Papuri, 17 off 12, not out. Murali Krishna, the pick of the bowlers, 4 overs, 40 runs and 3 wickets to his name. Shrikant would also be maybe the most impactful bowler, 4 overs, 33 runs, taking 2 wickets. Those 2 wickets being the 2 of Nilesh Patil and Sai Krishna. You had Tejas, who had bowled 2 overs, 27 runs. Ravi Teja, 4 overs, 42 runs. And Aditya Mukumala, 2 overs, 34 runs. So, let's say congratulations to the Lions. They once again reclaim the cup of the T20 Division 1 playoffs. They missed out on it last year. The Cheetahs, they came up just short. And the Lions, they get it done. They win by 22 runs. I'm Aman Patel here. Thank you so much for tuning in throughout the entirety of this season. Thank you for tuning in the entire season. We appreciate you guys for playing, watching. Thank you to the umpires, Alvin Barnett and Parveen Goyat. We want to thank you all and wish you all a very good day. You can tune into the rest of the championship games in the other divisions for the T20 games.